Turning on the
On?
stream. Yeah, I think he had to AFK for a little bit. So we are on
Okay.
day, Lord, I lose track. I think we're on day 19 of streaming 100 games in 100 days. And so I am blessed to have some awesome players with me today. If you guys are comfortable, do you want to share the names that you prefer to go by on here and what your character is and what they do?
Hey
Absolutely,
there.
you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to spell it out for you. It's Freeefles. And I'm gonna start back streaming myself. So come hang out.
Super excited.
And my character is a uh, how do we describe it? A slime anime goopy person flesh mimic, aka
Morphling,
a
yeah.
morphling that's a scribe and a rogue.
Yep.
Boule uh, Rouge.
Boulet Rouge. I just love it. And you've got two scrolls that you picked out that I don't know about, which will make it really funny for me when you decide to pop those bad boys out, and I'll be like, that's brilliant. So I'm excited to see what you chose. And then we have Dexter up next.
Hey there. I'm Trent. I do other tabletop game stuff and write and help people get organized. I am playing Dexter, Construct. I don't stream, and I am my first time trying out Pathways to Adventure, so I decided to pick the most complicated class.
Yay.
Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm going to be an enchanter.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
enchanters are fun.
Enchanters, it really is fun. That's what I say. It's what I played last time. You'll like it.
And it's fun to see how everybody plays it differently. Like the last guy, he just played it kind of a bit as a blaster, and just blew stuff up. And then the one before that was you, who just absolutely leaned in hard on the mind control elements. He also put people to sleep, and he was like, "You realize sleep is busted, overpowered, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I need to rein that in next time I do a pass on
I,
abilities."
Even not knowing the rules, I admit I was already looking at the combo of sleep then invade mind since I have the therapist background.
That would be hilarious. That would be so
Ah,
funny. Just morale your
that's
opponents to death and be like, okay, so we're going to talk about your history and why you're trying to rob us. Let's look
And
at
it'd
your
be like,
childhood.
it's like, oh, they're part of our party now, and he's like, well, they were supposed to be the enemy.
Nope.
essentially what I used it for, but
I want you
Yeah.
also
to ask
for my own
yourself,
amusement.
what are you hoping to gain from these sessions?
Well,
Yes.
as someone who has had my own therapy, I definitely believe in talk therapy, but exposure therapy is also very effective. So
We exposed them to our
nothing like
blades earlier and they became very acquiescent.
Fireball.
nothing like a
That's it.
robot therapist, right?
I love it.
I'm here for the chaos, baby.
All right.
Anecdote accepted.
And then we have our third and final member, Renard Fox. If you'd like to just briefly explain your character.
Well, hello, my name's Drew. I go by Astrostud on here. I'll be playing Renard the Fox, and he's a used car salesman by day and a Batman wannabe by night. His parents were crushed in a fatal used wagon accident.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm
and yeah,
crying. This is beautiful. The edge so beautiful it cut my eye.
wow.
These are manly tears. All right, so the setup. You guys were at the Lake of Il Omen, doing other adventuring tasks and doing your thing, as you are. You three know each other a little bit. You've adventured before in the past. You've been adventurers for about a year now. You're level one characters. With Pathways to Adventure, the assumption by default rules is that your characters have actually been adventuring for a decent chunk of time. You're smart. You carry one health potion with you at all times because you know that's an adventurer's life-saving juice to drink. And so you all start with a minimum of one health potion if you don't already have one. And you guys received a message from your guild hall. You have a little earring that you carry, or that you wear, excuse me. That's a little guild hall pearl. And that pearl went off and said there's an all points bulletin going out at the Lake of Il Omen because a mermaid who resides at the bottom of the lake is not at her abode currently, but its magical alarm systems went off, and so someone has broken into her palace. And she is not okay with this because she has a very special trinket, a family heirloom that she does not want stolen, and she is doling out a lot of money. We're talking like 10,000 gold to ensure that this thing is protected safely. And so you guys immediately jumped at the act to make 10,000 gold, which is worth a lot of health potions, in fact. Um, I'd have to do a conversion rate, but it's a lot to say the least. And you guys found a way to swim down to the bottom. Um, you know, had to hold your breath. You got as close as you could. You found the location, and you dove and dove and dove until you finally got into the air bubble that is inside the mermaid's um, mansion. And this is where you find yourself. You see a pair of pearly doors in front of you, a pearly gates, one might say, and hopefully your characters don't end up in the pearly gates once we get going. I will say, just as a point of order before we start, there to roll dice on this system, it's really simple. It is R/R space and then 1d6. And if you click down here on the bottom of your bar in the bottom left, you can click one of those buttons with a left click, and you can enter in that same command. I'll type it out again so you guys can see it. Just /R space 1d6. If you put that in the command text and save it, you will create a macro to just roll for you. So you can just click it a few times and roll some dice.
Yep, that's what I did. Love to see it.
Yep. And you just you do it without the quotes. Yep, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome sauce.
Just-
Works just fine. And then you can just add your modifiers if you know them, or you can also type it out if you want. If you wanted to do like 1d6 plus 13, so it's an accurate strike, and boom, I rolled a 17. All right, which still would not hit Renard, because you were that tanky. All right. So now that we got that settled, you have these doors in front of you. You've not inspected them yet, but they do look quite pretty, and they are not damaged. How do we proceed?
I'm gonna follow you guys' lead. See what y'all make of the joint.
Well, Dexter, you're the brainiac.
Yep. I'm just checking if I have anything useful. Is the I'm gonna check and see if the door is locked
Okay. As you
before we
approach
get
it,
too crazy.
yep, and you go to touch
Only
it, you actually notice there is a spell seal on the lock on the door, so it is actually magically locked. So you are
Ah,
welcome to try an Arcana roll, which I believe you're proficient in, um, and that can help you try to piece apart this arcane lock.
or can I use counterspell to disrupt it?
Counterspell is used to disrupt an enemy spellcaster casting a spell. There is
Okay.
Dispel Magic. I don't know if you have that available or not on your default build.
Have dispel, destroy magic, or dispel boons.
Yep, so yeah, you can cast that.
I don't know if she'll get mad at us about that or not.
Yep.
Did we try knocking on the door?
Well, there's my understanding is nobody's home. That we got sent out because somebody was invading her home when she wasn't here.
Correct.
Is that accurate?
That's correct.
Lure the baddies to us. But no, yeah, go ahead. Just throwing that out there.
All right, so you successfully dispel the magic on this door. It fades away. I'm going to roll for the door, but I don't think it's going to succeed. It almost rolled a 6. All right, yep, so the door failed its prevention roll, its resist roll against your spell. The magic fades, and you find the door to be unlocked.
Alrighty.
And it's fucked up in here. As you open the doors, everything's been turned over. This is a beautiful entrance hallway. You guys are welcome to come in and look at it. You don't see or notice any overt traps that have been laid out. It just looks like someone's been making sure no leaf is left unturned to look for this object that is worth so much value to the mermaid. You see a pair of double doors in front of you, and a door to the right, and a door to the left. And they, spoiler, are not locked.
All right. How do y'all feel about going inside?
Yeah, I guess we're here to get get us some baddies.
And then you trigger a fireball trap. No, I'm kidding.
Thank gosh for that door.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, everything's like I described it before. No hide nor hair of anybody in front of you or anywhere in the room, but definitely it's been disheveled. And feel free to describe what you're doing.
I have walked inside.
I'm going to morph into. Let me think about this. As she's kind of crouched, slinking forward slowly, and yet somehow still managed to be in front of everybody else. Okay, y'all do something. I'm gonna figure out something to morph into.
Okay.
Renard, do you
I'm
have
too
any
busy
ideas?
maintaining my air of foxy reservation.
Tankiest person in the party, sitting way back here. I love it. That's great.
Let's see.
All right, so you come up to the double doors and the door to your right, and looking at both, they appear to be unlocked.
Do, 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 do.
All right, so you just open the door and go right in?
Yep.
Okay. And then you hear a moaning noise of two ghosts
Oh
as you
gosh.
appear in the room. And we are going to roll for initiative because they are very much not friendly towards you.
All
And
right. What
so for,
die?
for initiative, it's a d6 roll. And then if you get a 6, you're automatically in the first group. If you get a 1, you're automatically in the last group. And it is the highest amongst your technique if you're a physical, your acuity if you're mental, or if you're spiritual, it's going to be your attunement. So whatever the highest of those stats will be your bonus.
I'm sorry, but I'll need a repeat on that.
Sure,
For mind, what was it?
it's your acuity stat.
Okay. All my minds are 5, so 5 is acuity.
Yep,
And
Chanter's
technique
be
for
smarty.
body, right?
Correct. And
I
so,
got spirit, so I'm assuming that's gonna play well here.
yep.
Let's see.
Oh, you're first. Okay. So we got
Alrighty.
You said they're bursts. I'm trying to remember how on earth I had trouble with this last time to get zoomed out where I can actually see.
uh it should just be scroll wheel to zoom in and out and then right click to pan.
Yeah, I'm able to pan. I finally got it to work last time, but it's been a while. That's why she keeps moving. Hold on, because
Oh,
I'm
it's
on a
control.
trackpad.
Ah, so it's doing control somehow.
Uh, I don't
Um,
care which way she's facing. I just can't see enough. But
Way
for
and
now,
then
I will just track. There, I see him. Okay. Um, they don't look friendly, you say?
they do not. And so there's our turn order. So the cool thing about this game is if you guys, in this case, because I always roll terrible for my enemies, like I've almost never rolled well for my enemies, you guys are all ahead of the enemies. So you can drop your initiative down to the same score with each other and do what's called a team up round, which a team up round allows you to each move, act independently and together at the same time. So you might do something cool where someone knocks an enemy over first and then you both go stab it, or one of you challenges an enemy, turns it around so its back's facing the party, and then they get bonuses for hitting its back. You can do all sorts of cool stuff like that with the team up round. And so I let you three make your choices of how you wish to do your turn together. And so far, you just see two ghosts.
Well, Renard's on top of him.
So what is the spotty number of attacks in Flurry?
I haven't
Sorry.
updated that. That's right. It's just ignore that. It's 3, and anytime you read the word body, it's supposed to be physique. I have not updated the Shadow Knight to the new rules. I knew there was something that was going to be messed up. But and anytime you see spirit, it should be willpower.
Gotcha.
I could probably fix that while we're going.
All right.
Well,
And I kind of
um,
cut you off there. Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, I think you were saying something.
No, you're fine. Well, I was just gonna say that Renard's already on top of them. I was gonna ask, from where I'm standing, can I even see them, or do I see them through the open door?
You can see them through the open door, I believe. Actually, you would need to be like one up, like right here, and then you can have clear view of both of them.
Yeah. So, Renard, have you alerted us to their presence?
I want to believe the
Sure.
edgy knight is like really afraid of
I,
undead, and you're just like,
I'm sorry. I'm just really, really like into the specifics of role play and stuff. So if my character
yeah.
can't see something, I'm like,
no, it's all good. Like I was looking at the
did you
other
let us
door,
know?
so
Phantoms. Hey, no, just kidding.
Phantom is in the
Yeah, sure.
halls.
So yeah, might as well just like, how about oh my god?
Oh,
I
that'll
feel like
get
that should do
that'll.
it.
holy ghost, holy
Yep.
ghost, Foxman.
Foxman, I
Hell
love it.
yeah!
I love it.
So,
Holy Ghost
yeah,
Foxman.
that'll get her attention. Okay, so she's gonna rush in to see what he's on about. Renard, what's going on?
See, big poofy tail or
Poof tail.
tails. I can't remember how your specific kitsune anatomy goes, but
Default's one tail, but people can have more if you're fancy, I
gotcha,
suppose.
gotcha. All right. Well, um, bummer there is, are they able to move in right now if we are in combat format?
Yes.
Sure,
So the ghosts will go after you guys, and you guys can move at will up to 6 spaces. You can spend another stamina point to dash if you need to move more than 6 spaces.
All right.
And you've used
Am
no
I able to
movement
move
yet. You've
without
only used
incurring
like
any kind of
4.
penalty?
Yes,
Right. Unless I'm,
there. If you were to move away from their reach, you would get a punishing attack from them. But for now, you would be moving within their reach, and that's fine.
let's see. Actually, I'm gonna roll a just for kicks here. I'm gonna roll a let's see. Dang.
Using it to make your choice.
If I was gonna be brave enough to take on both at the same time,
I love it.
so, I'm gonna get out of the way.
I like that too. Let
That's
the
fun.
dice decide.
All right. Well, I'll do the, something that only the person with 1 out of 3 mind would be capable of, and bonk the ghost with a stick. And yeah, walk me through this.
All right. So, if you're wanting to attack, that is the execute maneuver action. If you're wanting to chant to do one of your more magical spell effects, that's the alternative to that, which is the recite chant action. Those are generally the two best actions you'll probably be taking most of the time. And so these guys are ghosts. You understand that they have fairly weak bodies, and by that I mean they have no body at all. So things that affect the body, like grabbing them, kicking them, pushing them over, will not work since they have a 0 in that stat. But you do also understand that ghosts are particularly nasty in that they try to haunt people, much like they spooked you initially, and they lower your morale points as their way of attacking. And if they ever have someone who's lost all their morale points, they become demoralized and possessible by the ghost. And so being possessed by a ghost is a really rough time. So I'll let you decide how you want to deal with that.
Are they medium-sized creatures?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to shift to mimic them, their appearance exactly, except scarier looking and bigger than them if I can, slightly.
Sure. Yeah, you have enough body to stretch out to look a little bit bigger if you hollow yourself out a little, you know. And so you do look imposing and intimidating. And Renard, having not seen this because he's looking at the ghost, looks over at you and is.
I thought about that. Right after the words left my mouth.
There be yet another. I love it.
Renard, it's
He's
me.
already been possessed.
There's 3 of them.
That's
No,
great.
Renard, it's me. I'm the big one.
I love it. So you look like an actual full-on phantasm, whereas they're just meager ghosts. But yeah. So what does Renard? What does the fox say?
Economic balance for the Shroud of Shadows.
Pretty smart.
What is to keep me from just spamming this?
Oh, because it consumes your morale point to use it.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh, crap. Alright, I'll just be the bimbo that the fox is and just smack it with 2 precision strikes.
Awesome. I will also say your characters having fought ghosts before are aware that they are fairly low defense creatures, again, because they have no body. So their health points are where mostly they're protected by. So using powerful but less accurate attacks will probably give you more bang for your buck.
Oh, so
It's like
the
fighting a
little flurry
spellcaster. They only
instead,
have like 8 armor.
which also befitting my, simple and cowardly nature.
For sure. Ah, just swinging your sword like crazy.
Alright, let's see, where's that one?
For flurry, you would just do 3 attacks.
3 attacks, alrighty.
If that's still need to
And
go update
assuming
that.
that's just more d6.
Yep. Those 3d6s. Okay. Okay. And that's a miss. So 2 of your flails do land, because that's 3 plus your technique, I believe, is 5. Is that right?
I
On your
have
chart.
not been looking as closely as I
3 or
should.
4. It's 5 or 4, but it should be enough to hit 8. So you do connect with that roll of a 3 and a 5.
Sweet.
So you do your physique stat in damage plus 3. And so I believe your physique is 4. Is that correct?
Let's see. I'm at 3 to 1. 2 in body. What would that affect? Or what that would contribute here?
Let me look at the cheat sheet for you. Yep, you've got 4 physique. If you're looking at the default level 1 Shadow Knight chart, it'll show you all your attributes and stuff. So you've got 4 physique plus the 3 of the base of the attack, so you're dealing 7 damage. And you're doing that twice, so that's 14 damage to Spooky Boy, who is now down to this many hit points. And that is your action for the turn. You still have a little movement if you wish to use it, or you can stay where you're at.
Oh, that should be good.
Go. All right, Boulay and Dexter. And I will say, you do know ghosts have minds, so they are affected by mental spells and mental damage. They just don't have a body. And they have pretty good spirit, considering they're literally a spirit.
Dexter, have you gone yet?
You might have had to step away, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Hey, okay, I think my mic got muted on accident or something. Anyway, I was gonna say, Belay, all you did was change your body, so I didn't know if you were gonna attack since you were in front of me and lined up order.
I can. I just didn't want to like skip your turn.
No, it's fine.
Because I know that us other two have already gone, but yeah, sure.
Well, I thought you were just positioning. Because I can go ahead and step behind you and be ready.
Okay.
If
Yep.
it let me move my character. There we go.
There we are.
Okay. So on the right thing here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Renard, you still have another attack, by the way. For maneuvers, you get 2 attack maneuvers per action. Just letting you know that. I knew, I was like, I could have swore he was going to do more damage than that. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. All right. I believe that still hits. Let me do that math. So 2 plus 4. Actually does not hit on the 2s, but you did get a critical hit. So awesome. So that is going to do double the damage, and we said it was 7, so 14 damage. Gotta do mental math here. It's hard, yo. 17. Yeah. So yeah, this ghost is now bloodied and is below half health. And so a cool thing for you, Bernard, is your greatsword. Its special weapon property is it gets to add a lot of damage when you attack when a creature is bloodied, so below half health. So on your next turn, you can absolutely wreck that one if it's somehow still alive. And for
Gotcha.
Boulay, you actually have Execute if you wish. It's quite good on lower health enemies.
Absolutely. And quick question. My movement is 6, but what is my jump? Now that I'm back on pro.
Oh, it should be a 3 long jump for you with your athletics or with your physique. The math on it's a little weird, but it works out to be 3.
Okay. But I kind of assumed it would be half. That's why I wanted to double check. Okay, cool. But you said execute. I see it now. That's 1 stamina. What does the parenthesis normal to mean? That's my other question.
Normally it would cost 2 stamina, but for rogues, they get a special benefit where it only costs 1.
Ah, dope. Okay. Yeah. So, you're gonna see my big bad ghostly form uh withdraw a rapier, as all big bad ghosts are known to carry,
Of
famously.
course.
To do a quick swashbuckling execution, and that's +5 on the roll. I'm trying to figure
Yep.
that out. Yep.
So you dash in, you go to strike it, and that will hit. And it also would get a +5 from your technique, so you were guaranteed to hit with it pretty much unless you rolled a 1, which is awesome. So yes, you do tremendous damage to this thing. It's your physique stat times 2 plus 9, is that right? I'm trying to remember the
It
exact
said
math on it.
execute physique plus 6,
Oh,
weapon
physique plus
damage
6, and then you double it.
6, weapon damage, double damage versus bloodied state creature. Yep. I
Aha.
don't know what the weapon damage is, but
Weapon damage is the flat amount plus your physique. It's just considered weapon damage so that it's like slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, just, whatever your weapon can do. It's kind of like saying
that's
that's
what
the
I'm saying.
type of
I don't know what
damage.
it is. Right.
It'd
I
be,
don't know what it is for the rapier.
yeah, it'd be piercing, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. No, I did know that. Okay. I was thinking a number. But anyway. All right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the weapons themselves don't add damage unless it's like a special feature of the weapon.
That's right. That's right.
And so that would be 6 plus your 4, doubled is 10, 20. And so you discorporeate this thing as it has hit 0 hit points, and being that it has no body, it vaporizes. Nice.
See ya.
And then you still have another attack if you wish.
Can I yell and say hold on a second between attacks, or does she have to do all her
Sure.
attacks at once?
Nope,
Hey,
you can
yeah.
split it up however you want.
If you yell, hold on, she'll pause. Like
I wanna-
mid
I want to invade the mind of the ghost to see if I can figure out why they're actually here. Because we're basically on a recon mission, and we just boomed them.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. All right, so the ghost has to try to resist your efforts, and that is a fail because I know their stats are not as high as yours. And so you do get to read the surface thoughts of the ghost, and it says, I can't believe they already killed Steve. I barely blinked and he was gone. I will miss Steve dearly, but we have a job to do here, and I will see them possessed by God will it.
I yell, all right, have at it. They're zealots.
I love it.
Not the zealots.
Not Steve.
Abomination Bob, Steve. I'm waiting for
Yep.
Gary.
Yeah, we do need a Gary.
Yeah. Okay, so she's when he says like, okay, go ahead. Let's go for. Don't need that. Can't do
Also, switching weapons around is free. You don't have to worry about it costing any actions or anything.
that. Okay, for my distance, for one thing, I'm gonna have to move forward. But also, let's do. Let's do. Since I'm running forward anyways, let's do a leap strike.
Awesome. So you take a step back to get a bit of extra running distance, and you put Shaw right in with a thrust of your rapier. Roll that attack. Oh no! You managed to
Yeah.
slip over some ectoplasm from the dead Steve. Was it Steve? I already forgot his name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
feel bad.
Steve.
Steve, not Steve. You slip over some of his goop and almost trip and fall, but you manage to catch yourself before landing prone. But definitely messed up your attack, unfortunately. That said, you can always blow one of your rogue charges, one of your cunning charges to attack again, or to do some other sneaky, tricky stuff.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you
the
stepped
other
in some
thing.
Steve there.
Steve's parting goo.
That was another thing I needed to ask you about because I wrote down cunning charges 5 and I didn't know what that meant.
Yep, you get one back per minute, so it's almost always worth using them during combat.
Okay, cool. So is that just a free action?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now that she's like and steadied herself, which it must be really funny to see a big ghost because that's what she looks like, uh, slip and almost trip and fall.
Over the remains of
Um,
another ghost.
um, this time we'll go for plunging strike.
For that one, you would
With
have to be jumping from above.
okay, because it said per distance falling, and I was just gonna ask. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, let's switch over to the two daggers. She's just gonna sheath the rapier and whip out the two daggers and go for dual strike.
I love it. All right, so sheaths rapier, goes for the dual strike. Roll that attack.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
I'm so glad you said that. Was going through my mind, and that will hit.
Fantastic.
All right, so I know it's 9 plus physique times 2, I think. Dual
Not the
strikes are really
Bush's
good.
double stab.
Yeah, it's 2 times physique plus 9 weapon damage. Yep.
So 13 question mark? Wait, no, I can do math. It's 8 plus 9, 17 damage. So
Yeah, my physique is 4. Yep.
all right, there we are. Took me a second to subtract from 45. I was like, brain, why it hurt? Alrighty.
trying to.
So nice strike on the ghost. And Dexter, you've used your action to read minds. You hear Gary over here just kind of scream out to itself a little bit. And then it goes to scream at Boulay. So Boulay, give me an endure roll. So it's going to be a roll of your d6 plus your resolve stat. And it would be, if you were using the character sheet, at the very top left.
It's well, it says spirit attributes to resolve.
Yeah, 2 resolve. So it's a dice roll plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To see if you were spooked or not. Oh, it almost was a 5 on the die at least. And so you are spooked, so you lose 1 point of morale. I believe that leaves you with 1 left, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. And the ghost backs away from you, which does allow you, if you wish, to use your reaction to take a punishing strike, which can be any attack of your choice.
Okay, I need to. I don't want to use scrolls yet. I'm looking for that. Yeah, I'm looking for evasive strike. That's
Okay. So you leap backwards, your leap distance after striking it. So roll that attack, that probably will hit. Unless you get a crit fail, and then I'm sorry because I jinxed you. Oh, it almost rolled a 1,
7.
at least on my screen. All right, so we got a 7, so that will hit with your other bonuses added in. And so leap strike is going to be 6 plus your physique. So that's a nice easy 10. So it is now bloodied.
Actually, I'll move here so I'll get out of your way.
And it discorporeates through the door. And is retreating, it looks like.
How much
Come back
movement
here,
does
you
it take?
coward!
It's definitely cowarding out for
I
sure.
say as I'm jumping backwards.
Yes. You get spooked, you leap backwards. Come back here, coward.
How
And
rude.
then
like magnets repelling each other, and I'm talking shit.
I love it.
And
And then
I
Renard's over here like, but I'm right here. I didn't move.
and I go after as it. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how this works in this game. So the invade mind spell has a range of 6.
Yes.
Does that mean that as soon as it goes out of that range, it breaks the spell?
No, you concentrate on the spell and are always maintaining it. And I should have given you
It's
this
just this.
information before. You actually can tell that there are 2 mines right on the other side of this door.
Okay, I got you.
And now it is everybody else's turn as the ghost is gone. The ghost is clear, one might say. I've been waiting to use that one, I'm sorry.
Well, they can chase it if they want. I want to try to listen into these mines on the other side of this door since I still have to
Onward.
spell up.
Wait, what is our speed?
Your
You don't want
speed
to be.
is 6 for most characters, unless you have bonuses, which none of us do.
Gotcha.
We might have another person joining in. I just got a message on Discord. Nope, got it clean. Never mind.
Okay.
They made their pig race character, and they were like, "I had to show you. I've worked on it all day."
That's
So,
fantastic.
all right. So Renard runs up to the door. The door is not locked.
Kick it open.
Kick it
No,
open.
I shoulder it open.
Okay, you see the ghost right in front of
Foxy
you.
surprise.
You see 2 archers down here that were cleverly hiding that looked very surprised to see you. So I'm going to roll their initiative to see where they fall in order. Oh,
Which I
they're going to
could
go
have told
first.
him about if I would have known.
Yep. Those archers over there were too far away. They're way up here. And then you know that there are two skeletons on the other side of this door, and their minds are very simple. It's guard door, we are guarding door.
Hodor.
Hold door,
Oh
exactly.
no!
And
So these are visible now.
I guess this is a logistic question for later, so I'll wait and ask then.
Okay. All right. And so you see there are the two skeletons here. We've got the ghost over here. And then we've got a big guy in the middle. And we've got two skeletons up here
Where
as you
the
shoulder through
on
the
the
door.
bridge?
Oh, sorry. Forgot to reveal these guys too. So you've got
The big
four
skeleton.
skeletons over here, giant skeleton here, ghost over here, and then two skeleton archers up here. It's a trap.
You just see Renard come back through the door.
Oh no!
Jeebers, Batman!
Go finish him off. We'll grab these guys.
Alright, one sec. Nope.
Nope. I saw that note before it even rolled. I was like, that's going to be a note.
Same. I love it.
That's too funny. Well, I will let you guys figure out your
Cowardly.
turns. I will be right back, but I've got my headset on so I can listen. I just won't be able to answer questions for like a minute as I go grab something out of the fridge. But do continue on. I'm very curious to see how you're going to address this challenge.
Hey,
Brittany, what are you doing?
You know,
Sin-
wait, what?
since y'all have played the system, this is a system question. Am I allowed to shoot things through solid objects if they're magic spells, or
I don't
Probably
think so.
not. And a lot of spells generally just. I wouldn't be surprised if you have something in there that requires sight.
Yeah.
okay?
I am actually new, first game.
I don't know
Okay,
that for
mine too
sure,
then. So
but the two times I've played, we have played by line of sight. You know what I mean? He's pretty generous with it, but I don't think you can just blast through a wall.
well, I was thinking I might could shoot it through a door if it was thinner, but I might can like kick the door open and then just blast straight line. Since I don't know about the giant skeleton and the other two behind it, but I do know that there's two things right behind that door because I heard their minds.
That second one, the kicking the door and then casting, I would imagine will
Oh,
probably
yeah.
go for.
Totally.
That sounds legit.
But
Completely.
not shooting through doors or walls, right?
Yeah, no, you would definitely have to have a line of sight between you and the enemy for most abilities. Trying to think of any that wouldn't
Checking
work like
since
that.
just checking since I knew where they were, but I don't actually have visual on them. I didn't know
Yeah.
how you ruled like arcane bolt or whatever worked.
Yeah, for sure.
So
But yeah, no, you would need
okay.
to open the doors. The doors do swing either way, though, thankfully. She's
So
got fancy
I am
doors.
looking at my burst stuff and I was trying to figure out. If I don't mind blowing some mana, then I could just do a big ol' attack since I'm probably in the best shot out of anybody right now.
Yeah, that could work.
Go for it.
Anybody want to come? I'll relay. Guys, I'm gonna go through this door. There's somebody over here. We all back me up.
I got your back.
Way over
All
here.
right.
Come on, Rennie.
I am going to probably make a mistake, but that's what this is for, right?
It's Bob
Alright,
Ross rules.
I'm
There's
waiting
no
for the-
mistakes, just happy accidents.
I'm gonna kick open the door and then I'm gonna blast an arcane spiral beam because it says I get a 3 wide and 20 length.
Yep.
So that means I definitely could get the two things in front of me. I don't
yeah.
know about the other two, but
Oh, yeah. You
If
will get
there's two
everything in
things-
that line.
so I'll kick the door open and then when I see the other stuff in the background, I'm gonna be like, yep, right call.
Oh, yeah. You're like, oh,
So-
yes, time to mind screw a whole bunch of skeletons. So we're
Well-
going to do this.
I hear the piggy.
Yeah, and then
I'm-
this pig is getting a little
What
hungry,
is
and
that?
I broke out the food. I have a mini pig.
Oh, I'm going to paste this over here for a second.
As her nemesis walked in the room or something.
No,
I
it's
was
more
like, what
like
kind of
I walked
sound
in the
effects
room
is
with
he
food.
using? I thought you were adding some sound effects because I kicked the door open, and I
Oh,
was like, what?
oh my God, I can't believe what's about to happen.
Oh no.
Oh.
I did the math. So this ability I do usually rule it goes through walls and stuff because it's so destructive. Um,
Arcane Spiral Beam.
yeah, I'll show you what is. Yeah, just one
Uh-oh.
second. So, um, yeah, they're all exactly within range of you. If you look up to the north.
Hell yeah. Get him.
So much for them being
I didn't
subtle
even.
and hidden enemies.
My bad. I didn't even see them on the map.
Well, neither did they see you. That's too funny. All
All
right,
right.
so roll that
So,
attack. Unless you roll a one, then
um,
it'd be really funny.
so I have a +10 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the okay? So then I'll just do R. Nope. /R.
It's 10 plus your 5,
Yeah. Is it plus
plus the roll.
+10 or plus the 5?
Both.
Oh, plus both.
Yep. Miss
Alrighty.
Piggy, she's trying to pull my plate off my legs. I'm sitting cross-legged. Oh God, you hit literally everything. Even the knight. Good
Hell
God.
yeah.
Good Lord. The mind beam that wrecked the rooms. I've got to do math. All right, add up the damage for me. It's gonna be rough for them.
So 2 times my intellect plus 24.
Yep.
So my intellect should be 5. So it should be 34. I'm trying to scroll.
I'll
Yeah,
mark
intellect's
that.
5.
So I'm just gonna say they're dead because that was enough damage to just go wow.
So is that 34 on everything, or is that distributed?
Everything. So
That's a good attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
But now I'm gonna have to duck back to recover mana for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Was that all your mana, or do you have a little bit left?
I have 1 left. I've
Okay,
been
very
counting
good.
it up. And it's been about 5 rounds, so I get 1 back next round. Or I
Okay.
get 2 back.
Yeah,
How
it
much
should
do
be
you
around
get
that.
back?
1.
1, okay. Because I've used 4. I used 2 mana for the mind, and then it was 2 mana for the spiral beam just then. So that leaves me with 1. All right,
I'm
that
still
skeleton.
adding all the
It looks like
damage.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, guys, I think that there's a big problem. Or sorry, I gotta do the voice. Guys, I think there's a big problem. I blew up some stuff, but there is a giant skeleton that just took it on the chin.
Well, at least you cleared the way for us.
And
Good
then you
job,
hear
buddy.
in the
High five.
distance shouting from the hole in the wall that he blew over here, "Son of a bitch!" As I knock all of them down to 0 hit points. Except for choice few. It's gonna be. I'm having to do math as well as hard. Alright.
Since we were in narrative structure, do we roll initiative again, or how you
No,
want to do that?
I'll keep it going because we were still in combat, so they're
Sweet,
just
sweet.
gonna go last. Jeez. The beam that was perfectly placed, pixel perfect. So you just to fill you in, you knocked out, in the process of dying at least, one over here, hurt the big bad, took the big bad's best knight into bloodied status, took the berserker into bloodied status, knocked out both of the abomination Bob and Steve, hurt the skeleton a little bit, and then took out all 4 of these guys with one beam. Oh, that was just perfect. Okay, so that was definitely a time
Beautiful.
that happened
Beautiful.
in this game system.
Never
Level
underestimate your
1.
therapist.
Yep, your therapist at level 1.
Yeah, I wish I would have used that when I was playing the therapist.
Right? Okay. Well, that was your turn. So Boulay, how you gonna follow that up?
Okay, so yeah, so she is gonna high five on the way past him to get closer. I am on the wrong screen. There we are. You know what? That's actually not what I wanted to do, but oh well. I was mostly doing that so I could see on the screen. We'll stick with that for now. So I moved 6 spaces. She's just gonna be like, "All right, buddy, let's get him. Great job. High five." Um, and what's the cast range? You may not if you know off the top of your head for the wizards conjure elemental eruption.
Oh, it's really far. It's like I
I
believe
think
it's 20.
yeah, I think it is 20. I had it up earlier and then I took it down because I've been cycling through looking at everybody's stuff. That's 1 morale or less.
Conjure Elemental Eruption has 20 range, 4 radius.
Yep.
But I only have 1 morale left, so actually I probably.
Well, with the spell scroll, it doesn't cost anything.
Oh, that's right. Perfect. Let's do that.
Okay.
And you can pick, it says, I'll paste this in. I just did a find on the document. You get
Thanks.
to pick what type of damage it is, if that matters. And it's got a +5.
Yep.
Thanks. Okay.
Thank you.
Nope.
And so, yeah, it's going to absolutely wreck everything in there. If you are you aiming at the room that's all the way downtown where you assume the baddies are?
You see the hole in the wall and you heard cursing.
Yep. You can easily see them from
well,
that distance too.
I've run up towards the big bad, and so I was gonna direct it towards him.
The
Um,
skeleton's not the big bad.
is it not? See, I apologize. I know
It's okay. You'll have to zoom out on the map.
That's what I'm having trouble with. That's the issue.
Yeah, if you drag it all the way up, you'll see the whole horde of enemies that he obliterated with his beam.
Through the nice hole in the wall.
Really
AKA what
adds
used
to
to
the
be a door.
decor.
I was like that when we found it.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. This place is screwed up, and that's how we found it. Yeah.
But we did stop them from stealing the thingamabob, maybe.
You were 1 pixel and one slide to the right from destroying the object, by the way.
Nice.
It was a very happy accident.
Okay, my whole system's trying to freeze up, so that's not good.
I can do this real quick. Can you see the text
Yeah,
chat
go
on
ahead and
Discord?
right now everything's I'm kind of surprised I still hear you guys.
Okay. I dropped a quick screenshot
Now
on the
you're in
Discord
particular
chat.
is what's trying to freeze. You can take your move though.
I did take my move. It would be Renard Fox's turn.
Ho ho.
'Cause, yeah, all you've done is you walked
Ready?
through a door and went back through, so you still got plenty of movement and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Can he
That's
make
only
it
what,
over to the
3?
door?
You could dash and use one
If that's the
stamina point.
case. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Aha! Now I
High
can't do
five.
anything.
High five.
I love it.
Do you have a ranged attack?
I don't think so. No.
Surprisingly, one of the few weaknesses of Paladin and Paladin
Shadow Knight.
and Shadow Knight, they don't have good range attacks.
Yeah, and I don't have any action to use it with.
I look at him and I say, "Can you throw a boomerang
That's funny.
with blades?"
Nope.
No.
I left my fox orangs at home.
I am disappointed.
That's beautiful.
That is a thing. You need to get on it.
We'll give B a little bit more time to get back in. This might be a good time to take a small break if you guys need to grab anything.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Well, I
All
will be
right.
right back. I don't think people want to see me munching on peanut butter and jelly on stream, so. Hello, are you back? Angry pig noises. Emma, hush. She wants the peanut butter and jelly, but she cannot have it.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Just taking a real small break as we were
Oh,
waiting on
okay.
you to get back, and I'm stuffing my face with peanut butter and jelly, so
Sorry about that. I
it's all good.
tried to pause everything I can. Fingers crossed. Are y'all waiting on me to move again?
Oh, sorry.
An actual break? Everybody's
Yeah, a
moving?
small little break. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I got you. No worries. That's perfect. My stuff in order here, maybe. Very fun game.
Hello.
Hola, hola.
Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna give my pig some jelly. She looks really, really, really like jealous. You might say she's jelly.
Right.
You hear her smacking?
No, thankfully no.
It's a really nice sound, actually. It's a little ASMR. It's like.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the smacking.
That's fair.
I'm not a huge fan of the ASMR stuff, really. Most of it, I just don't mind it really one way or the other. But
Don't get
A
the
lot of it
appeal, I
only
guess.
works. Some of it
hilarious.
only works for certain people.
Yeah, that's what they say. And what's funny about me not really being into the ASMR is I've thought about starting a channel doing it because they're very popular and it's not hard to do, but have not as of yet.
I didn't actually get like ASMR out of it, but I've seen like, I think it's the Ninja, not Ninja, but like we had these little portable blenders, and one of their commercials that they would put online was just like this person whispering, and you would just watch them blend stuff, and it was actually neat just to
Mm-hmm.
watch all the stuff go like, "Ooh," and like all of a sudden it's blended up.
Yeah, there is definitely some like intrinsic animalistic satisfaction of watching stuff blend. All right,
And this wasn't
so
like random
Boulay.
stuff; it was fruit. It wasn't like, does it blend? Oh, we're gonna put nuts and bolts in a blender. Like,
Gotcha.
Boulay, is your thing still acting up?
I'm I'm here. I think it's done what it needs to do. So is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to head for the archers, I guess. which in hindsight I should have gone the other way, but oh well.
I will say from your new vantage point, you do see that there is another pair of archers over there.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, for
But yeah,
Renard, you can also do a chant if you want, even if nothing's in range. You might want to like shield yourself or something, or you know, if that's something you hadn't considered.
Oh, in range of. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Let's go Shadow Shroud.
Alright, fine.
and
Okay,
also go ahead.
huh?
I believe Boulay still has your full action available.
Yes. Okay. Know the following 12 spells. Oh yeah, I was supposed to pick one of these.
Sorry, I missed that. What was your question?
I think we were just waiting on Boulay. I was maybe
Oh,
I
okay.
muttered something. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
No, so I was just gonna say she is still in that ghost form. I'm gonna shift into a skelly form. Um, Same idea, slightly larger maybe than the ones that are lying on the ground now that got wiped out. But look otherwise looks identical to them. Well, or maybe a slightly different color tint so that you guys can see the difference.
Okay,
Hopefully, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll see what happens. But
for sure.
also, I've done my movement already. I want to use hide and seek.
Okay, so unfortunately you're in the wide open, so it'd be kind of impossible to hide, or
Yes.
or very challenging too. Peekaboo, you can't see me.
Okay. Well, I think that's EOT for me then, because I can't really do anything until I get close enough to them. But yeah, I do want to change shape.
Well, what you could do, you could spend a stamina point as part of one of your maneuvers to disengage from the big scary guy. And then these guys are definitely within range of your ranged attacks if you wanted.
Okay, so back to that. See, this is why I was so confused. Is I was going to use the scroll of conjure elemental eruption on him, but then y'all said that's not like the big bad, which I didn't assume it was. So that's what had me so confused. I was gonna cast that on my last turn, but anyway, so yeah.
No, I mean that was still this turn. We waited for you this time. That was
No, I'm saying I already said all that on my last
yeah.
turn and got all
Okay.
confused.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, I see what you're
We were
saying.
just explaining that the big skeleton wasn't the big bad because we thought you were having trouble with Foundry.
well, I was, but I had run towards the skeleton and said I want to cast Conjure Elemental Eruption via the scroll, but we're here now. Okay, so this thing is still alive. That's what I got confused about. I thought he was, and then I thought he wasn't. So yes, I definitely want to disengage. I'm not going to be able to take him down by myself.
Okay, so you
That's why I was saying
disengage
I
and can
should.
move away from him safely.
How many?
You
Half?
can, or with disengage, it just allows you to safely move away without getting attacked by him. But then you can spend another stamina point or one of your rogue points to one of your cunning charges to dash if you wanted to get more distance.
Okay, so for the disengage though, is it my full movement or half or?
Oh, it's just spending a point of stamina. It doesn't.
I
It
think she's
doesn't
asking
move
how
you.
How
far she
many
can move.
blocks can I move?
Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. Disengage itself doesn't include movement, and so
Okay,
you've
perfect.
used
Thank
your
you.
movement to get here, and so yeah. Okay. I
And then
now
I've
see where the confusion was. Okay.
I've used disengage, but I can still dash, or I'm done for
Yes.
now.
Yeah. You can still dash.
Okay, I definitely want to dash. And so, how many squares can I move?
6.
Okay, full movement. Got it.
Yep. Full movement. Yep.
I'm gonna stop right there. I just do 5 and crouch down here and change shape into uh, a small skelly. They
That
they
works.
they I don't know what happened with them. Something went wrong in the necromancy spell. a, min- a miniature skelly, if you will.
Yep. For sure. For sure. And I
Have
would
an order
say
for
you
that.
do have a line of sight to either of these two skeletons if you wanted to hit them from range. The ghost you could also shoot as well.
Right, but I figured I'd have to wait till my next turn for that.
Nope, you still get your 2 attacks as long as you have the stamina to do them.
Okay, yeah, I should. I've used 3. I don't know how much time has elapsed as far as how many I would get back, but I still have 2.
You get 2 back each turn, so you should probably at the very least have 4. And then you spent
Okay,
2, so you should have 2 left, I think. Well, no, you spent
okay,
1 because one of them was your cunning charge. So yeah, you still have uh, 3 stamina, so that would give you 2 attacks without going without becoming when you run out of stamina, you are exhausted. Yes, so we're good. Attack
okay.
at will.
So the problem is I don't have a ranged weapon. Well, I okay. I'm looking at it now. I wrote all this down.
Should be your
Um,
throwing daggers.
yeah. What's the range on those puppies?
It's whatever their range of the ability is.
Let's see here.
You should be able to hit them from that distance for sure. Because most abilities are range 12 or higher.
12. Okay. I had a. That's okay. Dope. Yeah. Let's do blade dance. Physique +6 hits 3 additional creatures within 3 range of last creature hit, but I'm aiming just for the archers. I knew I wasn't going to get like the archers and the
Gotcha.
ghost.
Okay.
This
Nice.
does not extend movement. So that's a +5.
Yep. So you get here. Ooh, that'll hit for
9.
sure. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. You hit both of them, and you blade dance from one to the other, and you get to choose where you end up. Is you do end up here, here, or here as you strike
Okay.
both skeletons. And you might have killed him actually. Let's see.
That's kind of what I want to know before I decide where to end my little jig here.
Let's see. I need
As
to
I'm,
add up the damage. It's going to be your physique score plus 6. Is that right?
uh, yes, let me double check. But my physique is 4. What did I just say? +6. Uh huh.
Oh yeah, you killed them both. They only had 10. You killed them before they got to do a lot
Fantastic.
of damage to people too, so that's good.
Just whirling around. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna land wherever the still closest to the ghost is from where I left off with them. If that's here or
Yeah, that's fine.
here. Okay.
You do still have 1 attack left.
Um.
I love rogues. You get to do so many crazy things in one turn that it takes a while, but it's worth it.
I'm just happy to be contributing something. My the first time I played, my poor characters couldn't get their shit together. And that time I actually like was up on what their all their stuff did, but my rolls and just oh man.
The dice hate people
Uh,
sometimes.
yeah. I um
I could give you some advice if you'd like.
I'm eyeballing flurry.
Yep, barrage
Or
would probably be really good.
yeah, that's what I'm eyeballing. That or um leap strike. I don't think I'm close enough. Yeah, let's go with flurry.
Okay, so you throw a barrage of knives at this target, and cool thing with throwing knives is as long as you're unarmed, which you would be right now, you put your uh, rapier away. They get bonus accuracy based on your body stat. So with an inaccurate attack like barrage, that's actually very helpful. So you throw 3 attacks at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a hit.
Nice. Yeah, because that's the only risky thing about that is it's completely reliant on the dice.
Yep. Oh, you get 2 more attacks. It's a
Oh,
multi-hit.
gotcha.
Might get lucky and get a crit.
Like a genius, I don't have just the straight roll in my macros. I'm about to change that. Because normally I just have it copied, ready to paste.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it's 3 from your body stat from being special throwing knives. And then your technique stat's 5. So basically, as long as you don't roll a 1, you're going to hit this guy. And a crit. All right, this guy is toast.
Woo!
Which is good because he was totally going to try to possess somebody. Awesome.
Just like, well, that takes care of that.
So just to recap that long but awesome turn, you come dashing through here. You dodge, bob, and weave past this guy, sprint over here, blade dash up to here, and then finish by throwing 3 daggers to finish off a ghost over here. That was cool. I like it.
60.
That's some action movie shit right there.
Right? Right? I like it. I like it.
Okay, so everybody's gone. Now it is the enemy's turns. Um,
Oh, I did. I'd like to do Armor of Faith, I believe it's called, or of the
okay,
Faith.
all right, so you
Or
start to
that's
chant it. Okay.
Yep, yep.
Nice.
Yo,
Okay.
yo, yo,
And so this skeleton immediately rushes forwards and goes to strike our Dexter friend, who just blew him up and all of his allies. With a precise strike. Going in and lunging. Actually, he's going to do a leap strike at you first. So that's less accurate, but that's still pretty good. It's plus 9
Is
to
he
hit.
taller than the door?
A little bit, but 11 does hit you. And so you will
Okay.
take 6 plus his physique is 6, so 12 points of damage from his leap strike.
Okay. I have 14 health.
All is lost. All
Not
right,
dead yet.
Oh, you don't even
not
need that
dead yet.
command on there. Interesting.
So you
So,
said he did the 11 was to hit, and so but he does 12 damage.
yep.
Okay.
And then he goes for a
You get
precise
a health
strike.
potion.
You do have
Oh,
a health potion. And he misses with his precise strike. And then he goes to try to grab you. And so I need you to do a prevention roll.
you'll have to tell me how to do that. I'm sorry.
It's just a d6 plus your technique stat to
Which
avoid
is
being grabbed.
a 0. So okay, just a d6.
Just a d6. Let's hope you get lucky. Oh, that gets everybody.
I'm a goober. I did R slash. My bad.
This one guy knows a different coding language, and every time, well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's not. So he grabs you and picks you up and is holding on to you. And that is his
Alright.
turn. The archers over here go to try to
Well,
strike
at
you.
least shouldn't he be blocking me?
Maybe. We'll see. Good point, actually. You're grabbed and under a shield, so at least you're not getting shot by archers. All right. They attempt a sniping attack on you. So that is a plus 12 to hit. Ooh, it's a crit. All right, so I gotta remember the snipe damage. It is physique, which for them is quite low. So 2 plus 9 is 11, so 22 damage. That's a rough shot. And the other one
Is that at me?
rolls. No, at B.
Okay. I was like, well, I'm dead now.
That's what.
Yep.
Sorry, but I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, you
You're
got
being
critically
shot.
shot by snipe.
Oh, yay! My favorite.
And then the second one, I believe, hits. It's 12 plus 5, 17. Yep, that's going to hit you as well. So the next shot will knock you into death's door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my HP is only 16.
Yep. Oh, the first one would have knocked you into death's door then. I forgot we're level 1, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
He's
snipe you
like, I
that.
may have.
Good thing I've got those 2 health potions.
For sure. All right, and that is the archers' turns. They each take their positions and use their other stamina point to hide. And you
Says
hide
I
behind
may have
cover.
designed a level 2 encounter.
Well, I also wasn't expecting you guys to hit the big bads and the one giant beam, who now also have to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a fair point.
1, 2, 3,
Bust in,
4,
like, hey, everybody,
5,
we're here.
6. Yeah, not even just
Oh,
be like, hey, everybody, we're here, have a migraine.
Ollie, Ollie, Oxenfree.
well,
6.
I guess I just need to get a mana back and then just blast again. Blast away. Seems like the thing to do.
For real, though.
So, anyways, I was blasting.
Started blasting.
Mm.
All right, and so the Archmage over here at at Dexter, no, at Fox. He goes to attack Mr. Fox with an occult bolt. Excuse me, not occult bolt, occult barrage. So he's gonna make 3 attacks. And I'll do the math on them in a second.
I'm in danger.
I don't think those hit. Let me do the math. So it's 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 10 is 17, and you have 18, so you are actually okay. As 3
Yeah.
large femurs come flying straight at you, and you manage to deflect each of them with your blade, almost getting bone chips in your eyes. That's too funny. Okay, and that is all of the enemies' turns. They've sprinted as fast as they could. They thankfully didn't notice that you're on the floor dying over here. And we are at the top of the round.
Is this
Boulay,
round
Bernard, and
6
Dexter.
or
I
round 5?
think it's now been round 6. You get that
If
one
it's round
mana
6,
point
I
back.
get 1 mana back. And
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I don't know how much it's gonna help me, but this guy's a skeleton. I can see other people running up behind, literally through his body. So it's
Yep.
just like, all right.
Point of order, is that going to kill me too? Like, I'm not mad at it, I'm just curious.
No, it's
You're
a
not in the line of
3-line beam.
fire.
I wasn't sure the radius, just asking.
It is
It
a
goes like
beam.
that.
I would not have shot you, just to let you know.
That's okay.
Prepare for trouble. Make it
Make
triple.
a double. Oh no, I will say,
Make it a double.
your character's not going to know this, but you might hit the sacred object.
Well, that's the skeleton's fault for picking me up.
It is, literally.
Yeah, if you're in a panic, it's
You know,
And my character could not know that.
exactly. No, it's actually not there anymore. One of the guys nabbed it.
So I need to roll.
Yep, roll that attack roll, and hopefully you don't roll a 1.
If I run out of mana, do I die?
Nope, you become dazed, making it a lot easier for people to hurt you.
Well, I'm already down to 2 health and somebody's holding me, so I can't get too much worse.
Right?
Unless I die. I'm trying to find the... Sorry, I was trying to go back to the thing. It is... So... R... No. R... 1d... 6 plus 5 plus 10.
So dazed, you have -10 outgoing accuracy, +10 incoming attack accuracy, and you
Okay,
enter at 0
well that...
mana, and you cannot cast
I am
spells
now
with
at 0
sanctuary
mana,
spells.
but I ran 18 again, and then that should be
Oh my.
34 damage.
So his head pops, his head pops. So not dead yet, but in the process of dying on these guys. As they both rushed in trying to catch up to you.
Behold! Whoosh!
The worst thing is
Bernard, save me! I don't feel good.
the fun part is he was chanting the heal harm spell to shield himself, but it didn't go off in time.
Actually, I forgot I have the heal harm spell. I don't even know how to do that.
It's a chant, so it takes one full round from activating until it actually goes off, and then it goes off on your next turn.
I know for the future. I would not have done it this time anyway, though.
Yep. So you did
I was in the
34
armor
more
of faith.
damage. Oh, that's right, you do armor of faith. Let's see here. So what is this? 160s.
If you want, I could just, swing
All
my
right.
sword around with reckless abandon.
Also a fun idea. Okay, so wow,
Dexter
that
looks at him and says, "No, no, no. If you do this, I will invade your dreams."
But I need to
Well,
do it for, emotional, wait. Let's see. What's the word? I'm no therapist.
I'm not a doctor, Jim. I'm a therapist.
I am a therapist, and I say don't do this. Be precise. Do not
My
attack me.
therapist tell me lots of things.
Flurry, flurry, flurry. All right, so your armor of faith completes, and you are casting it on yourself, and so you now effectively have 20 defense for the next 10 minutes.
To protect me from the harsh, biting words of therapists.
Yes.
Bernard, you are valuable, but you should not attack me.
All right, let's see.
You are nice.
I value
You
your
are kind.
agency. I value your agency, but I value my life even more.
I knew it. All right. So something I should be aware of before I start spending stuff left and right. What's my max mana?
You don't have a lot of max mana. I want to say for you, actually, I think yours isn't too bad. It's on that chart. I want to say you have 3 mana maybe if you're spending mana stuff, but you really don't have a lot of. Um, your main resource is your morale points for your abilities.
Let's see. That's showing stamina for at least the maneuver
Oh, maneuver cost
maneuver
stuff.
tables.
Yeah, if you scroll up, you'll see the morale
That
stuff.
makes more sense.
Or you'll see, not
Alright.
morale stuff, you'll see the chart that has morale on it.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to calculate that. Oh, I'll do that in the next turn.
Is the big bad dead?
Nope. He's dented.
It looks like
He took hits though.
not the skeleton,
Oh.
but the one in the back. I couldn't tell.
No, he's not
Okay.
stupid. He hid.
Okay, he's to this. I look like he was in range. I couldn't tell.
All right. Well, dang. I wanted to just go whirlwind here.
Right?
All right. Well, that's sad. Okay.
If you go whirlwind, does it hit me, or can I?
I think. Okay, I think it says here that creatures within one range.
Technically would hit you.
So maybe you'll be fine. Who knows?
I'm dead.
I will
What's
say
the result?
there are more optimal choices to do in this situation, but you do you.
I have a. Sorry, I could not have cast magic and take a health potion, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, dang. All right. Oh, that's the exact one I was trying to avoid. So would I be able to leap strike behind the biggin and then backstab it?
You could.
All right. Would that incur any
Nope.
attacks from the little ones? All right, sweet.
The little ones
I'll
are
do
dead.
that. All right, sweet. All right, so that leap strike, where was that? So that's 3 and then 1d6 damage. One distance leaped. Per one distance leaped. Ah, I see.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. All right, still walk me through this one just because there's a little bit of
Yeah, a little techiness to it. So that one will do 3 damage times 2 squares moved. And so, plus your physique stat.
All right.
So 4 plus
1d6.
2.
Ha!
Oh boy, you tripped over his bones.
Well, crap. Alrighty. Any special effects there for in your
Nope.
system for the critical fail? Or...
No, it's just you did something goofy.
All right, now I'm gonna do a. Oh, where are you?
Yeah, rolling a
Go
1 on a
backstab.
d6 would be a rough punishment.
Yeah,
Okay,
for real.
I'll do a helm splitter, which is 2 times body plus 9, 3d6.
Go for it. And that's a crit.
Yeah.
Making up for your earlier fail, you get a critical hit.
No one saw
that. So it's
Just making sure.
physique was
The
4,
first
so
one was a
8.
feint.
So 8 plus
Oh,
9,
yeah.
so 17, so 34. Is that right?
Good by me. Good by me.
Works for me. And he is now bloodied. He's leaking out his mana. His marrow is starting to come out of his bones. He's looking rough because he is below half health.
Oh.
And for you, that is very good news.
Is Boule dead?
Boule is not dead. Boule has the ability to use potions and to
Okay.
also make a death save if they wish to not use a potion.
Yeah, no, definitely gonna drink a potion. And want to drink the potion and that revives me back to full HP, right?
Or to 10. 10 health points,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. And is that all I can do on the turn?
Yes, because it does take your action, but you can move.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So as she stands up again off the ground, she's going to start moving towards the center, back into the fray. And as she does so, she's going to change form into a bright red, one of those really buff kangaroos.
I love it. Just
You
looking
know the
all
jack
swole,
ones?
yoked up. Yep.
Yeah.
The
The
rude
one
they got roided.
in the chat.
Oh god, let me go shoot.
Yep. Bright
Yes.
red.
It's like, come at me, bro. Come at me.
Jim Bro. Do you even lift? Do you even lift, bro? Kangaroo.
Yep. They're so goofy. I love them. Apparently they'll drown your dog if you're not careful.
Oh, they love killing dogs.
Yep.
Because they hate wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so now it's the enemy's turns for what little left there are. And
Bernard, you didn't save me.
the sniper comes out of nowhere, well hidden, and goes to take a full draw shot at you, which normally is very inaccurate, but he gets a +5 because he is stealthy. But you are also very tanky, so let me see what the roll is. If I need to do math or not. I don't need to do math. All right, and so it misses you horribly. The other one does the exact same thing, revealing himself, going for you, thinking you're an easy prey. Oh no, you
Oh,
were easy prey. Um, you definitely avoid the last one by just like cricking your neck one direction. And you tried to do it again on the other one, but then you actually move your neck into position where the arrow goes. Very just bad luck on that one.
you
But
Vulcan
yeah,
pinch where the shoulder meets the neck.
yes, oh
Yeah, like
god.
that.
No, no. So you are probably going to be at death's door. Let me do the math on it. So you've got 20 health. This thing does. Yeah, you're at death's door for sure. So thankfully
Oh,
you too have a potion. And they are going to again get behind your little areas and hide. Being sneaky little bastards. Okay. And what do I have left? There's not many enemies left. Oh yes, the Archmage. Um, Feeling emboldened, seeing that most of you guys have gone down, he starts to stroll out and says, "Oh, so you're the meddlers that have been accosting me and my men, blowing up our brains, as so it were. Let me tend to that." And then over at you, he casts. Speaking of which, let me take that off of you. You're not unconscious anymore. He casts Drain Life. Or
Yo,
Siphon Life.
John, is that you? You missed our appointment. We talked about this. No more going off the deep end.
And you promised not to mix our professional lives with business.
I didn't know it was you.
You should have been. I pay you to know me. How could you not?
You said you were taking the weekend off.
This is the weekend off. This is an easy heist. At least it would have been if you hadn't shown up and blown up all my men. Speaking of which, siphon life, he says as he shouts at you. Hope I roll bad. I did not roll bad.
wait,
Are you?
I thought you were my, or I thought I was your only client. I feel so used.
Unfortunately, you are at death's door now, and he is healed.
Is that who are you targeting? Me?
It was
Boulay.
Making sure.
Boulay. The one that was in
Boulay.
range, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
I need to do math here. Let's see. It is
They're
12
just
plus
jealous
2
of my big,
vintage.
buff, beautiful red body.
Indeed. Your beautiful kangaroo soul. Alright, and so he's back at 22 health points. Ant has to roll to see if they die. They are not dead, but just barely. And I've already gone for Big Boy, I think. Because, yeah, he attacked you, grabbed you. Yeah, so
He
he's
grabbed
good.
me last time, so he's holding on to me.
Yeah, he's holding on to you and turns around.
Uh-oh. I fear I'm about to be thrown.
Yeah, you are. He throws you all the way over here, and you hit Ant a little bit. Oh, whoops, wrong guy. You don't take any damage, thankfully, but you are thrown across the way. And it steps over your corpse right here, gets over here to it, and says, Boss, what shall I do with this one? Hold him at sword point. That's always dramatic. And he holds you at sword point. All right. Now it's everybody else's turn.
Okay, Boulay is back up. Renard is down. I am, what is it called? Dazed? Is that what you say? What happens when I run out of mana?
Yep. So you're dazed.
Alright.
Boulet's down.
And
Renard's
Yeah, yeah.
down. And this guy's back up. And then we still have
oh,
Big
I thought
Boss.
Boulay took a health potion. She went down
I
again.
did, and then I was immediately smacked right back down.
It was rough.
Is Renard able to take a health potion himself?
Yeah, on his turn.
Okay.
And out of curiosity, when you hit me with that attack, was it already taking into account the armor of the faith?
It was because it was a crit.
Okay. So it's a lightsaber strike at that point.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's wrong?
I was doomed to die.
The
I
dice
can't do
said,
anything without
"Screw
mana.
you."
I actually, so I have a quick question. You said
Yes.
we all have one health potion? My tools under the character thing said one mana potion.
Yeah, so you have a mana potion as well. Yep.
Okay, I didn't know if that was instead of a health potion.
Nope.
Alright. Renard, do you know what you're gonna do? Or
All I can do is chug.
could I, if I
If I do
probably
get a action back from a successful drinking of my potion, then I might be able to do a blade storm or something, but I think you're right in front of me.
I was gonna say I'm being held at sword point, so I don't think I could crawl over and feed you a health potion without being stabbed.
Yeah.
Boulay
Is
is
that-
just over there whistling Dixie.
As a kangaroo.
Where is Dex on the map? Right in front of me.
I am one space away from you.
Oh.
There is a.
You blend in very well with this map.
Yep. I have no mana. The only thing I can do with stamina is a arcane bolt. And I feel like that's just gonna piss somebody off, but why not?
It's a -10 to hit, too, because you're dazed.
Oh. So it's a -10 plus 10. So then it's my intellect plus 6, and so it's a 5. I am gonna see if I can drink that mana potion without getting stabbed.
Alright, so you just really subtly kind of start drinking your mana potion. And you don't seem to be noticed.
Kind of like, just kind of cowering and like.
Drinking on the job, typical.
Typical
I am a
robot
robot,
behavior.
Typical therapist.
Maybe I'm injecting it like in a secret compartment.
Exactly. Just pouring it down the guzzard.
Oh,
It's going down the shuttle chute. We don't ask what the shuttle chute is, but it's going down it.
Please tell me your character also likes blackjack and hookers.
Mm-hmm.
And
hell yeah, who doesn't?
Right? That's why I made this game. I wanted to make my own game with blackjack and hookers.
Blackjack is my game.
All right. So,
So
things
that
are getting
leaves
pretty
Renard
dire.
and Boulay.
Things are getting pretty rough here. So
Oh,
Bernard, still your turn, and
Oh.
Boulay as well.
All right. I'll drink the big red potion I got right here.
You chug the Kool-Aid. You are
Chug the
back to
Kool-Aid.
10 health points.
10 health. Okay.
Half your
And
whole health.
now I got my maneuvers. Maneuvers online.
Mhm.
Okay, so he's one range out.
Or you would if that didn't take your whole action, unfortunately.
Oh, so I don't got anything.
No. You got
We're
your
dead.
runaway move,
Well, I mean, I'll incur attacks, won't I? So that doesn't really seem
but you do have plus 20
useful.
defense, so unless he crits you, which he has been wont to do, but
Huh. Alright, well, I'll have to find a new therapist. Steve.
I hear you whisper that, and I'm just thinking. I'm like just silently fuming. You just see my shoulders like. "Urgh."
physician heal thyself as he runs
He's
away.
livid, I
Positively livid. All right,
It's
and
what a
so
healthy therapist would want me to do.
he's not very healthy. He's in fact the opposite of healthy right now. He's very low healthy. That's too good. All right, so Boulay, what are we doing?
say. Well, I mean, I'm gonna drink my last health potion. Uh,
After being thrown, you could say my health is in decline.
It is.
so that I stagger to my feet. Uh, Not much hop in my step at the moment, but okay. So now can I cast the wizard's conjure elemental eruption?
Technically, no, because it's a using tool
Oh
action,
yeah,
which you just used. But
yeah. That's right. That's
I
right.
would I would encourage you to consider getting to a safe spot, casting it, and then
Yeah.
walking out. Would be the play, probably.
Okay. So yeah, all I've got is movement, right?
Yes. So 6 movement.
I don't want to leave y'all hanging. Is there anything I can hide behind? I'm looking. I'm trying to.
These little pillars would be good.
That's what I was wondering. I was just double checking. That's what that actually was.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you know that the archers are over here hiding behind theirs.
Two. I think I'm just gonna go here.
Looks pretty safe.
Well, and also, yeah, for next turn, maybe that'll set me up for something
Yeah, for sure.
across the water.
Okay.
Dope.
What? I miss? I just read that. All right. So, oof. It's getting quite dicey. So the Archmage starts walking up.
Hype.
Let's see if Ant dies. Nope, still not dead, but he gets kicked into the water. Ah,
Good help is so hard to find these days.
literally. Ant is like, I'm sorry, master. And he just still kicks him off to the side and says, I should have never raised you.
I might be unconscious at this point.
And so he grabs you by the scruff and lifts you up. And he's like, so, are you going to call off your goons? I've clearly got you outmatched.
I know what I'm doing as soon as my turn.
It's so
Not
good.
sure how to play this one.
I know. Can you buy them time or not? You still got a
I
sword
just
at
look
your
at.
throat from this guy.
You can tell me his actual name if you want, but I'm just going to call him John.
Yeah.
John, we have talked about this. Your decisions that everybody else is lesser than you is really hurting your self-esteem more than it's making you feel better.
I
It
am
is a negative
perfectly
mindset.
I am perfectly steamed up. I'm riled even. I don't have self-esteem problems. I have enough steam. For 3 men.
This is a negative mindset that causes you to spiral. We can definitely moderate your medicine again, and we can explain this was all just a big misunderstanding.
I don't want to hear spiral from people that spiral beam myself and their clients.
You were behind a door, and you have summoned skeletons to attack us.
Yeah, the first
I
time
did
I
not
was
even know
behind
you
a
were here.
door, and then I had to dodge the second one. Poor Amp over here didn't dodge it, and I know he's a new client of yours too. So, what is it? Are you a good doctor
I
or are you a good murderer?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing Ant as a client.
Ant,
I didn't.
did you lie
I
to
didn't know
me?
they were doing a reboot of
I think Ant is drowning.
Climbs up to the side. Thankfully, zombies don't need to breathe. Alright, and while this is going on, Renard, the Dark Knight, looks at you, notices you're also an edgelord, pulls out his sword,
Why,
and
hello.
says, "We duel while the lessers talk." And he goes to
I
attack
see
you.
by your clothes that you are Dark Knight too.
We both shop at the same store.
I prefer the slightly blacker
Hot
black,
Topic.
thank you.
Fanta Black is a joke as he goes to strike you.
Oh my god.
All right. Your blades clash as he attempts to give you an overwhelming strike with Head Splitter. He tries another Helm Splitter, and you block again, just barely deflecting it with your own blade. And that is the enemy's turns.
Thank
And
gosh
I
I'm
go,
reading Three Musketeers right now.
I say, guys, I got this. Or I say, John, we really
Yes.
we just really need to take a nap right now. And then I cast sleep.
A nap?
And I can do force sleep for radius location so that I can make John and the Black Knight go to sleep.
Yep, and
And the
Amp.
skeleton. I don't know. Skeleton might be immune to it, but if it's not taking orders, what do I need? Do I need to roll anything for that?
Well, there's an unfortunate thing here.
Okay.
How well do you know John?
Oh no.
Probably not that but well. Only what
Man,
he's
what
told
kind
me.
of therapist are you?
This is the best.
How's
So
it
you
going?
go and you cast take a nap, sleep. And so Anth looks at you confused. The Shadow Knight looks over at you confused. And he looks at you confused. And he says, "You do realize we're all undead, right?" Which they do not need to sleep, unfortunately, so they are immune to magical sleep.
I didn't actually realize the Archmage was undead.
Yep. And he's undead. He pulls his mask off and you see his zombie-like face. And then for him, he starts ripping away some of the clay that's on his face that makes it look like a real face. And you see the skull beneath. You never really did know me, did you?
John, we talked about this.
No, you
Can't you see
talked
I'm
at
trying
me
a
and assumed I listened.
Can't you see I was trying a peaceful resolution? I very easily could have blasted you with something damaging. I just am
I,
trying to get everybody to calm down. I'm trying to de-escalate, and you're trying to
I,
obliterate.
you tried to roofie us. Sorry, I can't
So
even.
I move over here.
I love it.
Meanwhile, while they're all distracted with this
Yes.
drama, I'm going to just sneak around here, la la la,
Yep.
and I presume that the great sword is capable of stabbing.
Backstabbing? Why, yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Therapist
Alright.
is good at talking, not so much attacking right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do first with John. I'm going to do a nice little. Actually, no. Yeah, with John, I'm gonna do a nice little backstab.
Oh no. You go to stab, and luckily John like leans forward. Listen here, you little shit, and you miss his back by just a hair.
It somehow no one hears. All right. Let's see. Okay. Composure.
That's too funny.
I'm going to. You know what? No,
Didn't you
might as
have a
well keep
whirlwind blade
backstabbing.
thingy?
He does have a
Yeah,
whirlwind blade
but I might
attack.
as well use it. Take advantage of the sneaky sneak here. Let's see.
Well, I'm saying you're literally in the middle of 3 enemies.
Two of which are bloody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
You
It's
do
a
get
decent amount of
9 extra damage
I'll do
against
that.
bloodied.
I don't know your numbers on it, so I was just thinking
And
logistically.
That's pretty good.
with my frustration at missing such an obvious and elementary attack.
I have the element of surprise. Unfortunately, he was immune to that element.
What's my modifier again?
It's pretty decent. It's a 5 plus 2. Or no, it's 4 plus 5 plus 2.
And did he whiff again?
Well, he hit the Archmage, but he completely did not hit either of these two.
Oh.
Swoosh.
So
But
they
hey, I
both
got
turn
him.
to you and see you backstab him or attempt to. You kind of look a little sheepishly like, hi, guys. And then you get a whirlwind. They both block with your blade, but you do hit Archmage guy over here who's not John. But wait, no, it is John. It is John.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
renaming him John.
John.
I'm putting an H in there so I
John.
can distinguish that you aren't attacking me.
Okay, where's the Blade Storm? Body plus 9, 3d6, weapon damage, creatures within 1 range, radius, area around self. Yeah.
Sorry, I gave the big bad your name. I just needed a name in the moment.
It was okay. I allow
It's
it.
a wonderful Freudian slip. Kill!
Yes. All right. So how much damage was it?
Um, it's gonna be.
It better
That's
be
what
like
plus
30.
9 means, but it's a 3d6 weapon damage. Creatures within 1 range. What's the body plus 9 again?
It's
That
actually gonna be
roll?
physique, so it's 4 plus your 9 damage, so 13 damage.
Oh well. Do the blade storm, they say.
It'll be fun, they said. To be fair, you would have killed him if you'd rolled literally one
If
more
you did.
higher.
Well, I get to roll again for him since he's prone on the ground in a weakened state.
Not quite, but
Dang it!
actually, no, you're right. He is prone because he's still in the process of dying.
Aha!
And you roll a 1 anyways. And he rolls a 3, so he's still dying but alive. Actually, no, that's his third roll. He's dead. You did kill him. He
Die
actually is
faster,
dead.
you! I totally hit him. You all saw that.
You all saw it. It was me.
He definitely didn't die
I
for
did it.
complications by being shot twice.
Exactly. All right, Boulay has still got a turn. You can still keep talking to delay.
Okay, so Soleil's still in big bright red Kanga form.
Okay.
And she's gonna those big, beefy Kanga arms lob aimed shot.
Okay.
So that's plus 10, and then physique plus 6, 12 range, blah, blah, blah. On the roll, is it still just plus 5?
It should be plus 10 for aim shot because it's extra accurate.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. I don't get crazy. That's what I read. But just want to make sure.
My cat just walked in. We're not sure how, but yesterday she got caught out in the rain, and I just hear this really deep meow outside. And I open the door, and she looks like a drowned muskrat.
God, I'm sure.
That'll hit. Who are you aiming for? I forgot to ask.
Oh, the big fella directly across from me.
Oh, yes, for sure that'll hit.
I don't know
And that
his name.
was physique plus 6, so 10 damage. His name's Big Bone Brawler, or Bony Butt.
I was thinking big bony, but big bone butt. I like it.
Yep. Ta-da. Alright, so you sink a dagger right into the back of its spine. Everything is looking pretty good for you. Um, it's your first of 2 attacks.
Okay. Let's do. I guess let's do headshot. I'm gonna run out of knives, but
I think you got plenty left still.
keeping track.
Bag of infinite knives.
You threw 3 at
Um.
one guy with a flurry, 1 just now. So you got 6.
Oh, okay. I thought it was two before that as well. But okay. Yep. So let's go for headshot on same home skillet. Big
Alright.
bone butt.
Poor Bone Butt. You also get a plus 5 to the hit simply because it's behind and facing away from you.
Oh, excellent! Because normally it's +0. So.
Yep,
Dope.
that'll hit. The fun thing is he cannot turn around because he's been told to hold Dexter at blade point. So,
He's
so
like,
even if he
ow,
wanted to, he's like, "Ow,
ow.
ow, stop that, quit it, God,
And she's
damn
just
it!"
like bouncing. She's just this giant,
Think,
red kangaroo
seems,
bouncing, like, take that. Ha ha ha.
That's so good. You're really getting your mileage
I,
out of this Morphling.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have no idea what your description of the enthrall spell means.
Okay. So
Can I
enthrall
pay?
forces a creature unconscious, and they have to face a certain direction, and they stay that way until they are awoken by damage.
So I'm gonna ask: would my character know if undead are affected by this or not after the sleep
Yes.
fiasco?
Yes, they are. They can be forced unconscious. They can just not be forced sleeping.
Okay, just needed to know that.
Yep. And it was a good idea had the guy been fleshy, but you had no idea he's been undead this whole time.
That's
And
why the
you're
meds aren't work, John. You should have told me. We could have worked this out.
That's perfect. You're like, we need to prescribe you psychotics, not antipsychotics. It reverses everything with undead medicine. We literally
I
need to
would have got.
prescribe him weed.
We could have worked on this, John. I'm very disappointed.
At me or at the missed opportunity? He starts to tear up.
I tell you what, we can just drop this whole thing and we can go work out a new treatment plan. I have an opening I can make for you in about 30 minutes, assuming I don't die.
Hey, I can make an opening for him.
A literal opening.
I look at Renard and say, not with that last miss, you can't.
Oh.
He says, I love it. So all the players have gone and you're staying over here, is that right?
Me?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you wanted to move or not.
You're the only one that can move, Boule.
No, I like where I'm at.
Okay.
I am gonna change form into a quite abnormally large, about human size, frilled lizard.
I love it. Gotta be frilly. This game's just so frilly tonight. All right. So, John says, just one thing, though, before we deal with that. I deal with this. And he drops you to the ground and turns around.
Renard.
I love it.
Watch out.
And he clicks his fingers and says, give him the special touch. And he reaches out for you suddenly with a +10 to hit. Arm touch. That I don't believe hits you. A bright purple for a wizard, bet. Let's see, so that's 10 plus 2 plus his 5. It's not enough. By 1. Also, you've got your Armor of Fate. So he goes to reach out and touch you with his harm touch, and you manage to grab his wrist and like force it away before he does. And he is not happy about this, and so John goes to Drain Touch you, which would hit you had you not buffed yourself with your armor. So right before he grabs you, just your ethereal black armor, spectral armor around yourself, your gauntlet catches, and you see him trying to drain energy from you, but he's not touching you. And that is the enemy's 2 turns. But then the 2 archers do pop out, conveniently always being forgotten about. I'm really surprised you guys didn't kill these yet, because they're super squishy, and they're very dangerous. They go to shoot at you as well.
We're kind of occupied.
Yeah, you are definitely now. And neither of them hit.
Kind of far away.
Oh.
Yep. And neither of them hit. Okay. Yeah, your AC bonus is quite potent, shall I say. It's hard to beat a 20 even with an accurate shot. That's a 10 plus a 2 plus a dice roll. They still can't hit you without a crit. So you hear cursing and skeletal. And they walk behind and hide again. Because what else are they going to do? All right. So that is all of the enemy's turns. It is now players' turns. I love this drama we have going on.
I'm just here for the bickering. It's like a sitcom.
It really is. The irony with all this is I'm like training to become a therapist starting next month in college, so this is just hilarious for me.
Oh, nice. One of my other GMs is a therapist.
We kind of tend to gravitate towards that.
Alright, but who touches the toucher, I ask you, and I harm
Exactly.
touch him back.
I
What?
love it.
Okay, I have another logistic question now. Sorry.
I will warn you, they're both undead, so harm touch would actually heal them.
Oh!
I don't know how to do. I don't have a. Okay. I was going to ask about the direct. Force creature to immediately use choice action. What is choice action?
Your action of choice.
Ah, okay. So I could tell them to like do an attack or
Yeah.
like a what?
Yeah, you can force them to attack somebody. You could force them to run away a certain direction. You could force them to, use an item that they have on themselves on somebody else. Like if he had a health potion, you would make him use it on somebody else.
Does being undead count as a persistent magical effect?
No, it does not, unfortunately. So it would not work for Dispel.
Just understanding the system.
Yeah, no, you're reaching for the good stuff. I love it.
All right. Let's see. I am going to yell at Renard. Take out Tall, Dark, and Spooky. I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with John. And I am going to use the enthrall on John.
Okay.
And make him look at me.
Oh no, he resisted it.
John,
you have very good.
We're going to have an appointment now.
And he just flat out ignores you, looking at the more dangerous opponent in front of him. I love it. You almost had a good enthrall. It was so close, but then Unfortunately,
I
necromancers
tried.
have +5 to their resilient stat, which is their defensive stat for spells. So he had a 5 and then rolled a 5, so he rolled a total of 10. Whereas I
I'm
believe
just doing my
your
best. I
potency.
don't know your system.
Yeah, no, 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 no. You're doing right. Like that was the right call. It was just an unfortunately high roll.
So what would that have been against my what is that?
So your potency for your spells, which is 3, so an average roll ish,
Okay.
a 3
Spell
plus,
potency 8. Okay.
yeah. So like I said, you're really good about doing that stuff. Oh, I totally forgot. So you do, and I'll let you retcon this. You can spend um, one of your focus charges that enchanters have to give
What is
them.
that?
It's one of your 5 resources you start with. It equals your intellect.
Okay, I see. Focus charges.
Yeah, and you can
I did
force
not.
him to roll with disadvantage against your stuff.
Sure, let's do that since I didn't know what focus charges did since I didn't see it.
All right, and he failed this time, so he is now enthralled.
John, look at me. We're gonna go back and have a session.
Ooh. The butterflies are quite pretty this time of year, as he sees these little enthralling butterflies flying around his face.
Backstab.
Backstab. You could, it would be a free critical if it hits.
Ooh.
I specifically did say attack tall, dark, and scary, not the Archmage, but I can't make Renard listen to me. I am now in therapist mode and trying to talk John down.
I love this. This is so good. All right.
All right, John. So you can pretend that I'm still talking to him while you do other stuff.
I love it.
Okay.
I'd say go for the
Let's-
damn archers. Those things have been so annoying.
I can't move. So let's see. If you want to go first, Boule, I could think about my life's choices.
I will say you also have some foxy magic of your own that can enthrall people.
It's a whole action.
It is. But it lasts for a long time.
And technically, Bonebutt was just told to stand there and keep the sword pointed at me, so he has to follow that order for now. Theoretically, I don't know how much latitude he has. We do
So
know
that
that,
sword pointed at you.
and we do know that he did nothing having knives thrown at him. So make the choices that you will, Renard.
Oh dearie. Let's see. How much does my heal touch quote heal for?
Quite a bit. It's 3 times your willpower plus 32 or something, I think. And that would shield you for that much.
Oh well, I was thinking of applying it
It do-
creatively.
it does work instantly. You don't have to change it.
Interesting.
Nice.
My costs. Let's see where are you at?
2 stamina plus
I was
1
not
dex.
really undead the whole time!
Haha!
It's like, wait, when did you go to sleep earlier? Sleep resistant charm!
Sleep persistent charm.
We
I
just
love
thought
it.
you were undead.
That's
Sorry.
too funny.
That's
That's too
terrible.
funny. No, I love it. That's great.
Alright, I'll do a helm splitter on the Dark Knight.
Okie dokie. So
Aha!
3 plus 5 is exactly what you needed.
Sweet, sweet. That's 3d6 damage.
Or it says that, but it's really just whatever it says on the damage plus the
Oh,
physique
you're just going
bonus.
for max.
Yeah, we just do the average damage roll. It's a little bit under what a roll would be, but not by much.
No, 3d6. What would that be?
It'll say the damage out to the side of it, to the left of it. It'd be physique plus whatever it should be.
Oh, the 9. So okay,
Yeah.
body plus 9. Gotcha.
So
I do
your
that.
physique is 4, so 9 plus that is 17 damage. This guy is almost dead.
Do I do double for him being bloodied, or is that a specific
Oh,
attack?
that is for being your greatsword. You're right. Now you do extra damage, which would actually knock him out. Or knock him down to 0.
Aha!
Aha. You
Don't
get
worry, he
3
still has
body
a
damage, so you get
tomorrow.
9 extra damage. That's pretty beefy. Yeah, 9 extra damage to bloody targets with your greatsword. So you like just strike straight through his mask. His mask splits open and falls to the ground, and you see a very handsome but very much undead face behind it as he falls to the ground, dying but not dead.
Brother.
Unlike Anth, who is dead, and
There can
he
be only one
is
dramatic goth here.
exactly. All right, and so John is currently enthralled. You still have another attack and movement.
Ooh, the temptations.
If
Alright,
you
let's
really want to
do a
finish him off, you
conscience
could
roll here.
also
Conscience roll.
conscience roll. Yeah.
Oh, my conscience went out.
I love it. I love it.
Let your
Dang it.
conscience be your guide.
Alright, over here, and I'm going to. Should we count this as a backstab? I don't know. What is
No,
the
it's a flank.
big
Oh,
guys?
excuse me.
Okay. I'll do another helm splitter.
Split them from the helm.
Yo, wait, 2 plus.
And it actually does not hit. He's not wearing any armor. He just has a shield. And the shield is
Oh.
a +6 plus his body stat of 4, means that you unfortunately did not roll a 10 or higher. So it was a good, valiant try. Wait, oh, it's 4 plus 2 plus 5, right? 6 plus 5. Actually, no, you do hit. Yeah, you actually do hit. My bad.
Oh. And he's bloodied, it appears.
So it's taken
6
9
more
damage
9
from your greatsword.
plus whatever.
And then
Times 2.
17? Yeah, 17.
That tiny little creep.
The poor guy. 63. Okay,
There you go.
good turn. A lot of stuff happened. All right, and B, did you go? I can't remember.
She didn't do anything. She had messaged bio break at 9:57, but then 10 p.m. she said back.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
Boulay?
back.
Okay.
Who's that? I'm back again.
so it's
Um,
red frilled lizard or bright purple frilled lizard. What are we doing?
I choose you.
I'm imagining you looking like a Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park.
I love it.
that was what sparked the. I was like, what are those things called again? The real ones, but yep, big bright like Barney purple frill lizard, like Barney with frills around his neck, like a Shakespearean Barney, if you will.
I love it.
Um, why not? Yeah. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot else I can do. I was gonna go for barrage this time on Bone Butt.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So physique +3 times 3, but it's straight rolls.
And you're behind him, so it's a +5.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah, hell yeah. Yes, very helpful.
And they are daggers, so or they're throwing daggers, not your actual daggers. If you do throw your actual daggers, they do get to do bonus damage because he's below half health. But then you're also throwing your daggers, so you'd have to go collect them later.
I mean, it's probably going to come down to that because I am legitimately going to run out of the throwing daggers. I think now, as a matter of fact, I think these are my last 2. Or what would it be? 3, but I think I only have 2 left. But still,
You could also do headshot as another option too.
yeah. Getting low on stamina as well.
You should recover 2 stamina each turn, so I think you'd be relatively okay.
Knock off Barney.
Not
Yeah,
that
I
Barney.
guess we'll. I guess we'll. I killed
Get
you.
it.
You killed me. We'll. Yeah, we'll do headshot. Thank you. That is smarter for sure.
Yeah, when I was designing the skills, I was like, there's going to be some situations where people are going to run out of ammo eventually, and that will hit.
So what's that?
Because
12. 2 times physique, which is 4, so 8, so 20.
20, nice.
Double damage on crit. Didn't get that. Take that.
Awesome. So yeah, the first strike comes in right between the skull. And you notice something, looking a little bit closer, that right where his skull meets his spine, there appears to be a weak spot right there that if you hit it, you're going to crit for free. So that next headshot could do it.
Fingers crossed. Come on, dice gods. Give me a solid.
Don't get a one. Don't get a one.
I've been such a good Elizabethan frill blizzard. I think that's about all I can do. I don't want to move. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, but if I just like run up in the fray, I'm just gonna get killed like immediately.
Yeah. Were you rolling for the second attack?
I thought headshot was only one.
Nope, you can do two.
Oh, dope.
And Boulay is out of health potions.
Yeah, it's getting spicy. Ah, you didn't even need the free crit. You got that on your own. He is down to a measly 3 health points. As you see, you're throwing daggers in the back of his neck. You know, actually, I'm going to say you threw an actual dagger at him. One of your actual
I
daggers.
think I had to. I'm almost positive because I've been using my little tick marks. So yeah, I think that was my actual dagger.
All right, and he crumples to the ground, discorporeating, or not discorporeating, unanimating. And mana starts to seep out from him, blue strands of mana ether, which could be collected and turned into mana potions.
Mm-hmm.
Fun turn, a lot of damage on that turn. Like, wow. What was
All
that,
right,
like
guys.
60s plus?
I'm down to 1 dagger and just my rapier.
We're going Florentine style, y'all.
We're about to be boxing.
For real.
To go back to the kangaroo.
All right, so I think everybody's gone now. And so it is the enemy's turns. We only have 2 archers left.
Hallelujah.
And
Oh, shit. As I see him go down, can I go ahead and move? Can we
yeah,
retcon that? Okay. I was trying to figure out who was left. So in that case, I will move closer to archers. Here. Okay. Carry on.
okay. So the 2 archers pop out. They look at each other and they kind of shrug. They're like, what do we do? No one's commanding us anymore. Do we do the same thing? So they just kind of like walk down here, walk over here, kind of sprint down here, and just stand right here awaiting orders. Sir? 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 Boss man? Boss man? John? John! And they're just getting no response. And that is where we currently find ourselves. What do you guys do about this situation? Let me see if
Logistic question. Does
is
Enthrall
still
have a
alive.
time limit? Because technically it just says exit state upon receiving damage.
Yep, no, it's got no time limit.
Useful. Might be an oversight, but could you just like leave somebody forever?
They would eventually die, but I imagine they get a resist chance after a while if nothing happens.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yep.
Standing, I have an idea. Go ahead. What you got?
I'll probably put a limit of like 60 rounds on it or something. So 10 minutes.
That makes sense. This is my job. Break the spells.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I've got John enthralled. It does not say it's a concentration check either. It's just a one and done.
Yep, it's one and
So
done.
I can. How much? I assumed earlier that a mana potion fully restored mana, but I was going to check on that.
Yeah, it's only
Was
gives
that
you half.
correct?
It's half your mana back.
All
Rounded
right,
down.
and then I actually only have one, so then I should not do that. Good. If I counted right, and the force control stayed in the range.
How did you make
Sorry,
it
that
unconscious?
affected what I do. I should have asked that earlier. My bad.
It's all
What
good.
does a health potion do?
Gives you back 10 health points.
And health. Okay.
Yeah. And you ask something, Astro?
I thought we weren't able to enthrall him because it just means he goes unconscious.
Well,
I checked, and unconscious was different than sleep.
Yep, sleep is its own
Ah.
thing. While sleeping, you are considered unconscious, but sleep is its own thing. So, what are we doing then?
I am gonna look at Renard and say, "Do not attack John, or he'll wake up. We have to keep him safe until we can get back and figure out what went wrong, and we can get him on a new prescription and a new therapy session."
I'm dying over here, just so you know.
Have him really.
Wait, Renard's dying?
Shadow Knight
Who?
Patera.
Oh, the Shadow Knight's dying, but he's.
Good.
I look at him and say, "You're undead. If John gets better, he'll bring you back anyway."
That's not exactly how it works, but okay.
I have no sympathy for you.
I'm a revenant. We're a special kind of undead. We're like zombies that ate enough brains to get sentience again. That coughs up some blood. Yeah, something like that.
I'm
What?
gonna ask him if. I'll ask him if you are. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. If John commands you, do you have to do what he says?
Gods no.
If we save you, are you going to continue your evil ways, or do you want to come get registered at the Adventurers Guild?
I like the second option preferable to death. I've
How
died
does
once. It's really not fun. Endless
insight
blackness,
check?
pain. Yeah, roll for intuition. It's a mind stat.
Just D6
For
7. Okay.
is that for me or him?
For anybody trying to say this guy's bullshitting you.
Well, I'm curious. I'm talking to him. I hope I have a good intuition as a therapist.
You should.
I don't see an intuition stat.
I say kill him. Think of all the suffering he's caused.
It's
What
a
is the intuition
skill.
stat? Sorry.
It's a skilled substat of mind.
Oh, mind proficiency. It just says
Yeah.
intuition.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean I roll?
Yeah, you just roll and add that bonus.
What is my bonus? I'm dumb.
Oh, it's
3?
fine. 3 doubled is 6. So
3 double the 6, so that'll be okay. R
you probably succeed, basically. is the
1d6
guess.
plus 6. No.
Okay. So he's being mostly truthful. He's willing to possibly give it a shot. You kind of get the idea, but if it doesn't go well, he's leaving. You kind of get the idea of like he's like, oh, he'll honor his word, kind of, but maybe not forever.
What did he promise again?
What's the he'll go to the Adventurers Guild and stop and try that out, and he doesn't have to listen to John.
My character, is filled with compassion and goes in to use the heal chant.
Well, I thought I was. What's the heal harm chant, right? So that it'll work on undead.
Yeah, if you harm
So-
touch him, it heals him. So you're like,
If I harm touch him, it heals him. But if I heal touch him because I'm just absent-minded, it's gonna
yep. Well, the fun thing is Shadow Knight can't actually use the heal version to heal. It just would put a shroud on him. So like, He wouldn't be
Oh, it wouldn't
dying,
actually.
I
It wouldn't
guess.
kill
No,
him.
it wouldn't kill
No,
him, but he wouldn't help him live either.
I'm gonna step around John, and I guess I have to charge that chant up. Is that how it goes?
For the heal harm.
Yeah, you said I have that as a
Or
no as a
no, you've got
construct.
uh yes,
It
yes,
says
yes, as
heal
a
harm
construct.
chant.
Yes, but if you
Oh, I
heal
think
him,
I
it
do
will
have
hurt
the
him
heal. The
because he's
heal
undead.
harm
So
base.
I look at the other skeletons. I'd be like, "We're gonna get John fixed up. I know that he was telling you what to do. Just chill right now. We're getting your buddy. What's the revenant's name? Did we hear it?
Shadow Knight Patera.
Shadow Knight Katera. We're getting Shadow Knight fixed up, and then Renard over here is gonna be his sensei. And the skeletons are probably very confused at this point while I'm charging up that heal harm chant thing.
What
Well,
kind of a
it's-
wagon person are
I forgot all about
He
that.
starts
Like,
spouting out
this is a terrible idea.
oddly specific facts about wagons that you know that he used to be a wagon maker's son.
I've never been happier.
So you cast heal harm on him with your harm touch version, and your harm touch zizzles and sizzles, and you see excruciating agony course across his face as he is healed for quite a bit. Let's see, that's going to be your willpower times 3 plus 32. So whatever your willpower is. So there's the 32.
Oh yeah, where did we calculate that?
I think you got at least 4 willpower, but I can't remember.
Me? I have to figure that out. Oh, that's on a different document. 1 second.
Well, the irony
Willpower
is, if you
is.
try to heal anybody, you're going to hurt them because they're undead.
Well, I was trying to use the correct version, the harm version, because you said that would heal them,
Oh,
and you
it,
need my
it,
will.
it
What is
does
my
for the.
willpower?
Your willpower is going to be under your spirit stats.
Okay,
It shouldn't be that
that
good.
is. It is a 2.
Yeah. So the default harm heal spell does do necrotic damage for the damage portion of harm. The only oddity though is yours only does physical damage because you like shoot mechanical stuff at them.
Yeah. Does that mean that it does not work?
Yeah, I would not heal them. My cat's rubbing up
Oops.
against the mic. Sorry.
So I didn't actually heal him. I accidentally killed him.
You would have. Thankfully, you didn't complete it. He stopped you. I hope. Maybe. Well, long
How did
story
he heal
short,
then?
he's okay.
Okay. I'm trying. And he's like, oh god.
He's like, no, please, God, no. Don't heal me. I love it.
Where did the healing come from? I'm a little confused now.
Renard went up and did his harm touch on him, which is necrotic
Oh,
damage, so it does heal, ironically.
I got you. I thought he was trying to. I thought he was accidentally doing it wrong.
No, no. He did it right. It's just, it looks like he's taking excruciating pain, but it's like healing him while it's going on.
Yeah, I come up to help, but he's like,
It's a
no, no,
Shadow
I'm
Knight
good.
thing. It's okay.
He's like,
Shadow
no,
Knight's
no,
like,
I'm
I'm a
good.
doctor, watch.
I'm like, all right, if you're sure, then I'll say, all right, let's carry John out, and Boulay, go check on the whatchamacallit.
The
The
sacred relic.
skeletons are not gonna do anything. Probably. You hear me mumble. You hear Dexter go mumble, probably.
Probably.
So what am I checking on them for? And by the way, sparing Patera is a terrible idea. We definitely should kill him because you guys are overlooking all the suffering he's caused for many, many years to countless lives.
But
I
wagons.
technically only see property damage, and I believe that people can change as a therapist.
Patera looks at you and says, how did I hurt you, woman? He's over here like, how do you know me?
Legends
even
far
know
and
you.
wide. What do you want me to do with the skeletons?
I just was saying you can ignore the skeletons for now. They are awaiting a command they can't get. We were supposed to be checking on the item from the mermaid. She's not a princess, but whatever. Mermaid princess.
Eris.
I'm close then. That's
Close
closer than
enough.
I expected.
Yep. The skeletons say, well, we can tie some hair to the end of our bows and sweep, I guess. So you see
I
them
look
pull
at the
off.
skeletons and I look at the skeletons as a fellow non-biological creature and say, we might can find a place for you. How do you feel about office work?
Tedious, boring, repetitive. Sign us up!
Sign us
As they both salute. That's so
void
good.
of life.
All right. So we have one loose thing to tie up. The sacred relic. The family heirloom.
Yes.
Passed down through the Armstrong line for generations. Or the Tailstrong line for generations.
You're streaming, right?
Yep.
No inappropriate jokes. Gotcha.
No, it's fine. I love inappropriate jokes. It's fine.
I know, I was wondering if I was pushing it with the who touches the touchers I had.
That's just too good. Alrighty,
Pretty much,
so
that was just a poke war for a moment there.
it really was. The two Shadow Knights going at it, neither of them hitting each other.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. She goes to check on the MacGuffin, and she just sees these other dead things back there and been like, oh, what was this?
Just blood coming out of their orifices and ears. Just psychically
Looks back.
blown up.
Looks back at the robot like, wow. What?
I love it.
Did Ant have any particular decent kit on him?
Nope, he was a zombie berserker, so barely even wearing clothes, and he's a twort, excuse me. And so definitely nothing fancy on that particular body.
Oh.
I'll carry the lug with us. He just shoulders him.
Soccer kick his skull into the lake. Alright.
I'm going through I've pulled out a little notebook at this point, and I'm looking through at my records for John and being like, all right, undead, we need to modify this medicine here, and okay.
I've
And I
never
look
seen
at,
someone lean so hard into their profession. I love it so much.
I look over at Katera and Renard and be like, which one of you can carry him without harming him? Otherwise, I'm casting Enthrall immediately again when you drop
Which
him.
one? On John?
On John.
Got him. So with
If
one
John's
arm,
Enthrall,
Patera's got John. On the other arm, he's got the corpse of oh my goodness, of Ant. And he's like, let's get out of here before the missus comes back and finds a place. All gestures broadly with his neck, like this.
we'll blame it on Rogue Undead if John is amenable to new treatment.
John's
he
just
comes at-
drooling,
I
getting
love
all
you
over
guys.
Patera's. Getting all over Patera's edgy cloak. He's like, stop. No, I have to get this washed. And then there was the MacGuffin.
Boulay, what'd you find out? Yes.
Anything. I've just been listening to y'all.
I thought you went off to check the MacGuffin. All right, let's go.
All right,
Also,
so
she's trying to she's listening to everybody, but also kind of looking to make sure that Bernard and Dexter actually okay. I guess we're all out of health potions.
I have one health potion, but I'm at 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink it while following y'all and looking at my notes. Like, okay, we need here.
You could what do you spend for heals?
it's
Me?
morale.
Yeah. That's morale. Does that come
He
back?
You get morale back once every 10 minutes resting, but for him, he can also cast it for free twice per day.
Ah,
I got
I
canceled
see.
casting it, so
Yeah,
I'll
it
just have to
only
use
expends it if you actually finish.
the
okay.
off-brand heal on myself once we're. Yeah, I'll just do now.
Oh, I also have apparently counsel.
Yes. So,
We know. We very much know.
yes.
No, I mean it's
So,
a legit. It's a legit skill.
yes, it should be called Courage, I think.
Courage. Oh, counsel is out beside it. My bad.
Yes, the
It
skill
was under
type, yeah.
counsel proficiency. I
Yeah,
understand. Hey, I'm using that proficiency.
you are for sure.
This is
Um,
such a Blue Oyster Cult campaign.
it really is. I
I might,
love it.
I might need to throw some on.
All right, so you eventually go back up top to the very beautiful parlor area. You find an orb about the size of a basketball of clear, warm water. And when you touch it, it almost feels like glass. And inside, you notice something swimming. A little snake-like creature with little bitty legs and little tiny horns on its head. And I need you guys to all give me a knowledge check to see if you might know what this thing is, which is just a mind roll um, plus a d6.
Does proficiency in Arcana matter for this creature?
Not for this one.
All right. So it is just R1d6, no bonuses.
Your mind stat.
Mind stat, sorry.
Mindset.
Ooh, or you just get a crit.
Yeah. So just 2.
Ooh, another crit. So you both look at each other and immediately blurt out, "It's a sea dragon egg." You know the value of sea dragon eggs. They go for 30,000 gold. You were getting paid 5,000 gold for this venture.
I thought we were getting paid 10,000 gold.
Or 10,000, sorry, yes.
I look at them and I'm said, I'm fine with taking our payout and not having to deal with people trying to steal this thing from us again. We just give it back to the person that owns it, get our money, and I take my new employees and we go get John fixed up.
It's the
Bernard
same
has
amount
his
of
new.
money because the 30 split 3 ways. So
Well, I don't know if we were
We're
getting
still
paid
splitting
10.
the 10 3 ways, so.
well, y'all
Yes,
over here
not 10
saving people
apiece.
that are murderers, so we might as well not be thieves as well, since we got to be heroes.
I don't.
He is a murdering son of a wagonsmith. Thank you very much.
I look and I say, like, as
Get
far
him.
as I know, John has only caused property damage. I don't think he kills the people he raises, but I could be wrong. We'll
He
find out in
doesn't.
counseling.
Out of character, but it would also be horribly unethical for a therapist to kill their clients.
I
I
know.
mean,
Hey, when John
when
made
all
John
else
lean into it,
fails.
I was like, all right, we're going.
I love it.
I stopped casting damaging things.
You did. This is true. That's funny though. You would
This is
have knocked him out if I hadn't moved him around the corner. But I was like, he's not stupid enough to stand in the same beam twice, is he? So,
It's like,
that's too
what in
funny.
the heck?
Awesome. Well, this has gone different than any other time I've run it before. For sure. We've had somebody do the arcane beam thing, but they were back here when they did it because they wanted to not be near the big thing, so it didn't go through both doorways and into the final boss room. Um, you didn't even get to meet one of the NPCs, actually. Let me show you her. The giantess of the manor. And so the giantess is like the big butler, and by big I mean big butler. And
Well, would we have run into her when we went to check on the MacGuffin or herder? Or
You might have. She was kind of just laying low in her chambers up here because she can't get into this room without breaking the precious glass that you guys absolutely shattered with your mind beams. So this whole place is pretty fucked. It's looking rough, and you had to
you
step
did
over
say
a
it was
bunch of
already rough when we
glass.
came in.
It's looking like we
So-
had a frat party.
Yeah, like freaking Godzilla fratted it all over the place. So But yeah, so that's certainly different than how it normally goes. But I love it. It was a really interesting adventure with three people, and I didn't have to intervene or cop out or pull any punches. You guys did it all yourselves, and yeah, just really impressed with how well you guys pulled it off. Especially the therapist shit. That was hilarious. I love it.
That was really funny, you guys.
So brilliant. So what we always like to
Uh,
do at the end of the night. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, I really thought we were dead. I really, really did.
I was worried there for a good moment. I was like, they're gonna have to really talk jutsu their way out of this one, and you did.
Mechanically, we were dead.
It was gonna be close. Like you could have had a few misses on their part and been okay. It was those archers, man. Those archers, what were really screwing you guys over.
You mean my new assistants?
Yes, Bob and Steve.
No, you already killed. We already killed Steve the Ghost.
Oh, that's right. We
Is this
killed
another
Steve the
Steve?
Ghost. He's not very
And
Oh
creative with
no!
his names.
Did we have? Oh no, John! You brought Steve back twice as a ghost and a skeleton. We're gonna
I
have to talk
mean,
about this.
he
Identity
wasn't using his
crisis.
body, he wasn't using his bones, you see. He's got a different mind when he's a skeleton, so I just thought it'd be easier to keep track of who was who if I named them the same.
We're gonna we're gonna put John to work as an ethical necromancer.
Yep, skeletons only,
Ethical
yo.
consultant.
Skeletons only.
Yep.
All right, who's next? Client.
Next
Case
client.
resolved.
Case resolved. I love it. I love it. All right, and so we finally get to look at your notes, and it's just a bunch of scribbles and doodles.
Playing hangman with yourself.
Yep, for real. All right, guys. So what we love to do at the end of sessions is the three questions. It is the coolest or favorite thing your character did, the thing you wish had been done differently, or that you didn't like, or wish was, sped up or something, whatever you thought could be improved. And then lastly, the thing you learned. So let's start with Astro.
Well, I didn't get to try out too much. It was fun trying out the different maneuvers, so that was interesting. Kind of goofed around there.
Your epic
Fun
backstab,
seeing that.
right?
Fun seeing I had the backstab. I probably should have goofed around with leap more. See, flesh out the potential there. Uh, those would be things to look forward to next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. More or less, that was the gist of it. Was just kind of digging in and goofing around for the sake of, goof around, find out.
Yeah. Yeah. And sell some wagons
But
when you get
yeah,
back home. It's all good.
sell some wagons.
I love it. And what do you think could have been improved or
I'd probably need to see more.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the system was easy enough to kind of jump into and learn?
In some aspects, but there were still training wheels as far as handling some of the technicalities.
Gotcha.
So yeah, hard to say. Hard to say right
Okay.
now.
And what was your favorite thing that your character did?
Let's see. Mechanically or
Either way, either way.
Oh, well, probably the touch war.
The touch
The
war.
poke war.
Poke, 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 poke. That was great. I love it.
I was robbed of my necrotic touch finish. Once he pointed out, it would only heal him. Oh,
Yeah.
that's one thing I suppose. I would like for if there is the potential for the heal touch to be used offensively on a necrotic target.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'd have to look into that one. So, okay, I like it. I like it. Awesome. And
That's all
so,
I have to say about that.
well, thank you, sir. Remind me afterwards. You mentioned something about playing a MOBA. Just don't let me forget about that because I was kind of intrigued to hear what you were talking about. So,
Who did?
uh,
I did.
yeah, yeah, you mentioned
Okay.
something about it. Unless you were talking about the whatchamacallit, gigantic game. But alrighty. So, Trent. I'm excited to hear your feedback. User of all
What
the
was the first
spells.
question?
Coolest moment for your character or thing you liked the most that happened?
I think that's the kind of split between the accidental just destroying everybody with the first beam, or
Hmm.
destroying half, and like just be like, what in the world? And then all of a sudden, and then also actually being able to split the mechanics and the role play between talking down the big bad. Well,
Yeah,
I call it talking him down. I got him engaged, and then I put him in kind of a stasis.
yeah. Yeah, you played it well with the mechanics and the roleplay kind of merging together there. I liked that a lot. And that first beam of amazingness that just wrecked the entire plan of all the encounters was great. You love to see it. I love how, technically speaking, you guys basically engaged all the encounters in one initiative roll because the ghost ran into the other room and then you blew up everything to start the final encounter. So I never had to reroll initiative. It was just all at the beginning. And thing you learned and thing that you wish could be improved.
I was just kind of looking at your system, and this is being my first round at it. I probably would restructure some of it a little bit to make some of the things easier to reference, because I know it's just a playtest document, but on the second page of the Enchanter, I just have this big table of different stats, and I don't like with the focus charges. I didn't even know what those did,
Yeah.
and I don't actually know if that's explained anywhere. I didn't see it explained, so that's probably one of those things. Like, I know when you design a thing, you remember, oh, this does
Hmm.
this, but if somebody just gets your document and like you're
Yeah.
using it, you'll be like, okay, what does a focus charge do?
Yeah. It is explained, but it's easy to miss. It's up in the first level features. One of them
A
talks
focus
about.
control, expend a focus charge to detect. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I might need a way to highlight that better, like actually highlight it or something, just so it kind of
It
pops out.
might be so for things like that, it might be worth like putting like an asterisk or a footnote or whatever to connect them, especially as a new system, since it's just a giant. Well, it's not a giant document right now, but looking between, I imagine the 58-page document and this 4-page document, and then if you have to reference anything else,
Yeah,
like a little cheat sheet area might be helpful going forward. Overall, I think the system's designed pretty well. I think it had a good balance of like you could do different things, and I liked having the all the tools in the toolbox of the enchanter.
yeah, you've got so many tools in there. If
And that's
I
kind of, I like that.
subset it like that, does that make it a little bit easier to kind of draw your eye to it? If
I'm scrolling back up.
I subcategorize it a little bit to show that mental focus is like this is where you get your charges, and then here's you using them.
That probably helps a little. I still might like put like a footnote on different things later,
Hmm.
just so like know which things connect to which stat, especially if it's a complicated class.
Yeah, yeah,
But
for sure.
that, that'll end up being up to you. Just thoughts.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and definitely will be looking at that and trying to find a way to make that a lot easier. So thank you. No, I really love to hear feedback like that to where I can actually go in and fix something and improve it and all that fun stuff. So thank you, thank you. And
Welcome.
certainly, last but not least, we got B.
Uh, my favorite thing. I mean, yeah, my favorite thing actually was the really fun, cool rogue combos and whatnot. Um, it was nice for a change when the dice were cooperating.
Yeah, for
Um,
real.
and I haven't actually played a rogue in D&D for that matter. So so I can't make any comparisons there, but just compared to the other classes I've played, the way that the attacks were streamlined and put together just worked really well and flowed really well.
Nice.
but she still had to keep her distance, which makes sense. So yeah, that was definitely my favorite part. And um, game wise, I don't really know of. I guess the only thing I would say is maybe figure out the specifics on how to handle the scrolls,
Yeah,
um, just to make it easier for you and the player. You know,
yeah, no, I
um,
agree.
just whatever the limitations there are, have that ironed out. And the thing I've learned, um, uh, I'm definitely learning more about the system. Like this is my third time playing. It probably doesn't seem like it, but it's one of those things. It's like the more you know, the more you start questioning other things. Whereas before, it's just kind of go with
Hmm.
whatever. Um, and so learning as I'm learning the system better, the different moving parts are starting to make more sense to me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I noticed you were doing really tactically important and smart moves. I noticed compared to the very first time you played, and you had more options of moves since you got to use multiple things in a given round with the maneuvers and stuff. So it's kind of one of those weird things where, like, with spells, you're trying to pick the best single thing that you can do in a turn, but with maneuvers, you're like, how do I chain these things together to really get what I want done? And like, I noticed that you did a really good job with the whole rushing up to the big enemy, disengaging, sprinting, blade dancing, and then going down and finishing with your dagger throw flurry and or a barrage. And I was like, that was really cool. It was cool to see all those moving parts happen in one kind of. It took a little while, because again, you're learning all the new stuff for Rogue. You hadn't played it before, but I like to see all that kind of flow into that cool kind of scene. Essentially, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was my favorite part. My one regret is that I didn't use any of my tools because I kept forgetting. So focused on trying to
Hmm.
stay alive. But
Well,
if
and
it had
I
been
forgot to
just
tell you that using your tools with your rogue charges, you were able to do that to
the
chant
cunning
and stuff.
charges,
Yeah, your cunning charges. I totally had forgot that you could do that. Even when you got up from dying, you could have done that because
oh
they
shit!
don't take.
I'd assumed they were
Yeah,
just an action. Oh,
yeah,
that would
it
have changed
doesn't
a
take an
lot.
action. Yeah, and that totally flew over my head too. And I'm the damn designer, so.
No, it's all good. But for everybody listening, so I had a grapple hook, a lockpick, pocket sand, but also three smoke grenades and three shrapnel grenades. And I will say, had I known that those were like free actions, or using not free, but using the cunning charges, but I have
Mhm.
five. There would have been some grenades.
So good. More shenanigans for sure.
Absolutely,
Okay, we definitely got cool
Could
stuff
have
to do for
smoke
next time.
bombed the skeletons so they could stop shooting.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
for sure. And I don't have like a specific range on those specified. That's one thing I still need to finish on the system is getting all the tools really outlined of what they do. Because I
Yeah,
have what
that's
they
fair.
do, it's just not the mechanics of how to use them. Because I would say for a grenade, I would say just like most other things, it'd be 12 range. You could chuck it that
Hmm.
far probably in real life. So, alrighty. Well, that was awesome. So for my three-question feedback, I would say I wish I had been a little bit more prepared to get the game started faster for you guys. That was a me thing, not you guys at all. Um, I wish V could have joined us. I'm like, "Ah, so sad he didn't join. Grumpy a little bit because he would have had so much fun, and we needed a cleric, and like he likes to play his cleric, and everything was undead. But it might have made it too easy for you guys. Who knows? So that was my only regret. The thing I liked the most was again just seeing the system work with you guys playing with it and really, really getting down into the minutia of like how to strategize and pull off cool things. It was really cool to see you guys doing that. And thing I learned, I need to go finish fixing up Enchanter because it has stuff that needed adding to it. Um, and I just caught that at the end. And so, yeah. Well, thank you guys so very much. I always appreciate it when you guys can stay up late and play a game like this, with your free time. You chose to spend it with me, and that is always the best gift you can ever give somebody. So thank you guys so much for watching as well, if anybody is still here. And I guess we can end the stream there and have a good night. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks so much. It was super fun.
We'll need
That
to.
was a blast.
Hey, send me a link to your Discord.